Hi guys. See if it's working. Refresh this page and hopefully it's gonna work. Hi guys. How are you guys doing tonight? Let's go. Look at that. Hidden chest. Don't hide. How's your Friday night Genshin going? How do I get in there? Hello. What weapon from Battle Pass is best in your opinion? Oh, I don't know, because it depends on what you're using. I mean, a lot of, like, the sword is very good, the one-hand sword, but so is the two-hand sword for certain characters, but it depends on if you've gotten some of the good 4 or 5 star from the Wish, or if you're free to play and you don't have any 4 stars, maybe some of the other weapons are going to be better because you won't have to an opportunity to get anything better. Like, it will depend on what you're looking for. You're trying to complement basically something you didn't pull by using the BP weapon. They all have crits, so you basically need the weapon that like works well for a character that uses crit. But as long as you use the character that can do well with crit, like many of the catching and all that stuff in the late game, they do well with crit. Oh, adventurers. I'm great. How about you? I'm pretty good. It's a pretty cozy rainy day here, and I'm liking it. Just chilling. AR-30, nice. It's good. What do you mean reset? The game will reset? No, every week there's a reset in the game for the world bosses. So if I can get AR-40 beforehand, I will be able to do world bosses and get better rewards. That's my goal. I mean, I killed Storm Terror already, but just the wolf boss. When you get AR, like when you increase your AR level, you can get better rewards, basically. But you need to get 35 or 40, like it's a multiple of 5. I know what I'm doing right now. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm just doing some of the Gene quest at level 36, but like, I'm just going through this place killing monsters for some random reason. Yo, 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 yo. Is Royal Greatsword for a whale? I mean, not really, because that's the one you can purchase, right? Like with the dust. I don't think it's well, but I don't find it very good, to be honest. I find the prototype animus better, so I wouldn't even use that, even if I could. I'm still trying to get Razor. Are you saving up your coins so we can maybe buy him in that residue shop? hear you.
僕たち冒険者にとって最大の目標は冒険の道中で死ぬこと。そして絶対に風のない場所で死んではいけない。風に乗って魂をモンドへと連れ帰ってもらうためにも。
There we go. I'm free to play and I got the loop from normal wish and catching from limited one. Is it good luck? That is very good luck. You got 2 of the strongest carries in the game. And you're free to play.
彼の友達はベテランの戦士みたいだ。体中傷だらけで表情も毅然としてるね。彼の空想の友達は面白い。じゃあ俺は先に。はい、スタンレーさん。君たちちょっと。実は数日前、スタンレーさんが当時冒険で使っていた武具はなんと大英雄バネッサ様の遺物。しかもこの2つの武具は今もモンドに。君たち強いし一緒に。すごい。もし今の僕じゃ実力はまだ。
I thought all of our AR would reset. Yo, that would be so bad. The AR would reset now. I should say maybe before weekly reset in the chat. Maybe I'll change that in the description. Maybe that'll be good, right? Before weekly reset. There we go. Wait, I even type that? Was it? There we go. Got 20 star later, 14 more. Yeah, that's a pain to farm it that way. I'm sorry that it's taking so long. Ooh, spy pie. Ooh. Hello. What artifacts and buff would you recommend for Xingqiu below AR 35? I don't know. I have my Xingqiu is level 1, so it's probably not the best reference point for me. I don't know what is Xingqiu scales, like what is it scale of attack and stuff? Below AR 35. I mean, if you're using it as a DPS and you're below AR 35, everything you get should be probably just attack base anyways. The more attack you have, the better you can clear stuff. And the faster. And like in the beginning of the game, like crit and all that stuff, like it's not really like that valuable. Like your base stats are pretty low and it's just not really worth it to do anything but just offensive stats. I would just go like as much attack as possible on your main like 2 carries, and then the other ones are just support. Just put like instructor or whatever that sets like that give elemental mastery and all that stuff. Good evening. How are you? I'm good. How are you, Chip? What kind of chips did you bring for us tonight? I actually have chips here, but I don't think I can eat chips on the stream because then you guys will despise me forever and be like, what is this dumb streamer just crunching in our ears? Looking for you guys. It looks like a chest. Yo, I got Jean today. How should I build her, and are there any tip on party setup? Jean is a very particular kind of character because you can build her to do a lot of damage, you can build her to do a lot of healing, or you can build her to do a little bit, like, I mean, a good amount of both. So you can build her so many different ways in this game. Mine is built mostly as a healer, so, I mean, her healing scales off attack, so mine is mostly off attack, but I did get, like, something that gave elemental cooldown reduction, whatever, on my weapon, I guess. Because I just didn't have any other better weapon anyways. But you can build her up, like level her up high and then put all her gear with attack on it and do very well. Like, she does a lot of damage, and most of her healing comes from her auto-attacking, healing 15% of her attack to the entire party every time she auto-attacks. And that's super strong. Like, Jean is insanely strong as a healer. But, you know, she's not my main DPS, so I don't have the investments to put into her, making her very strong. You can't really go wrong. You can put her anywhere and everywhere, and it will work out in some way, I can guarantee you. I am late, I was in Discord, sad. I mean, you didn't miss anything, it's just, I was just doing this little instance dungeon thing for this quest. I got the loot from first 10 rolls in the game. Oh, that's pretty good. Did your friends hate you afterwards? Did you finish Pillar Quest from the collecting all Geoculus? I actually have not finished it. I have not started it because I haven't gotten all my Geoculus yet. I'll try and look for some tonight, actually. Where am I going, guys? Is that the shield?
しかも酒のシミまである。
でも僕の銀融詩人としての勘が、戦士は体にある傷を誇りに思うように、盾が綺麗だとそれは戦場で
This is
使わ
the
れてないってこと。
this is the shield that we're looking
ボ
for.
ロボロな盾こそ百戦錬磨の証拠じゃない。ボロボロになっても戦場で最後の一瞬、血がなくなるまで戦い抜く。そんな意志こそが貴重だ。
He's in top form today. Which set should I use for Mona? There's a Mona guide on the channel. Just type !Mona on the chat. Because I don't have Mona, but Zeno does, and he's using a set on her that seems to be working well as a support the way he's using her. Interesting. Look, he's our friend. What is this, like, Second Life?
ありがとう、父さん、母さん。
Is the PD will reset in next update? The PD doesn't reset on the special banner, no.
ここのあれスタンレーじゃないか。そうだよ。食後の散歩。スタンレーは嘘つきかも。ジャックを傷つけないために。大冒険者はダダウパの谷に詳しいよね。
当然だ。目を閉じても迷子。
なるほ
ど。大冒険者だからな。それくらい当然だ。ここにはヒルチャールがたくさんいるから、お前たちこそ気をつけるんだ。
Some videos said to do the pillars early because the boss scale with world level. I'm sure it does, but to be honest, I don't think it'll be too bad. I mean, if the boss scales with world level, so the chest that they drop, right? So all these precious chests will be giving me better loot. Noelle is actually nicely. I saw builds and she's very nice. She's a very good character. Like, she's a very good free character. I don't love her playstyle, but I don't think she's bad at all. I got some mail. Yeah, I won that thing yesterday. You know that there was a contest on the forum. So I won one of those. I'll take it. Let's see what I was looking for again. At nighttime. AR-40 is the best. Yeah, I mean, it is when you start seeing a lot of orange gear. We like some orange gear for ourselves. Do this one. You have to get AR-39. I mean, you have to get AR-40 before the end of the week. That's what's important here. Let's see. Why do you mean wait for night's fall? Or did I go too far? Yeah, I got too far, right? Yeah, that's cool. I got Kitching and the flute back to back. I think the game is telling me something. The game is definitely telling you something. Is there a Bennett guide? No, not yet, but I want to work on one because I learned something interesting about Bennett yesterday. You know that Bennett, his ult, the buff that he gives everybody, actually scales off his base HP. So, you know, people think that it scales off, not base HP, sorry, his base attack. So, you know, people are like putting attack gear on Bennett and thinking he gets more attack so that he gives more attack. That's not how it works, because he scales up the base attack only, and the base attack is only given to you by your level and your weapon, basically. And I think your like your feather, or whatever, right? Maybe. So all the attack percentages don't apply, which means that Bennett should most likely build like Noblesse Oblige or like some other weird set like that, instead of building anything with attack. I mean, you can still build any of these sets with attack, but on the item you should probably not get attack. You should probably get different like elemental mastery maybe and stuff like that. That's me. Hello, me. Hello. I'll take a Diluc, please. It's Stanley again. Are we doing spying?
スタンレー、どうすればいいか教えてくれ。
なんで自分の名前をまさか。
あの時、人弱界で死ぬべきだったのは俺だった。なぜよ。新米の俺をかばわなければ、あの風のない場所でお前が死ぬことはなかったのに。お前には偉大な大冒険者の肩書きがある。
これは一体どういうことだ。
Too bad we can't drop weapon, I know, right? I get a lot of weapons. You need 8,625 adventure XP for 40. That's a lot on free-to-play accounts. Definitely. From 35 to 40? Wait, from what level you mean? Or for 39 to 40? I mean, you get like 2,000 XP a day free from like resin and the commissions, so it's only a few days too. Like, if you play this game for a month, it won't be hard to be AR 40 plus, right? Like,
いつまで盗み聞きしてるつもりだ。
This is an awkward quest. Like, what are we doing exactly here? Let's sit with Stanley.
行け。栄誉騎士、ウェンティ、それとパイも。あちこち探したよ。お礼を言いに来たんだ。君たちが剣と盾を探してくれた。おや。本当さ。金を出してきらめく勇気の剣と輝く意志の。
それは良かったね。それでジャック？
いや、しばらくはモンドにいるよ。それにスタンレーさんの話をもっと聞きたいからさ。スタンレーさん。ああ、また酔っ払ってる。また明日、スタンレーさん。酔いが覚めたら。
Okay, let's see. Hello, Game Fighter. Hey, what's up, Quiz Wixie? Nice to see you again. Can you explain what Chi-Chi does? I have played her... No, I have played with a random for the new event, and Chi-Chi started everything. I mean, Chi-Chi's just auto attacks for a very high amount of damages, because you're building her with full attack, so she's very like damagey, but her ult like puts a debuff on everyone, and the debuff basically means that whoever is attacking that monster will heal himself for part of the damage dealt. So like usually you go on Chi-Chi and hold everything, and they all take like frozen damage, and like, you know, it's pretty nice damage. But then you switch to other characters that needs to heal, and then they heal by attacking any mob. And also she can give that debuff to mobs by auto attacking when she gets level 70 or higher. So that also helps. And her E is basically just summon a little spirit around you that does like frozen damage for 15 seconds.
俺はずっとあなたの存在を信じていた。
旧友の魂、任せてくれないかい？
It's so sad. Did you check out the chest from the time trials? Not yet, actually. I have done some of the time trials, but I haven't gone to them again. Just done with this quest so that I don't have to keep hearing voices in the background. Can Beidou be main DPS? What are the pros and cons? Beidou can definitely be main DPS of your team. She's very strong, and she has a very high damage burst, but also like the fact that she can like tank damage with her like dodge ability, whatever, like her parry, and that makes her very defensive. It's like, you know, it's a lot of free like healing, I guess. Not really healing, but, you know, like damage prevention, which is very good. I think Baidu is probably like a character that can be played like at pretty high like abyss levels very easy. I think she's one of the probably best characters to like use for like two teams of abyss, because that dodge is really just so meaningful. Like you just every like I don't know what the cooldown is, but it's like, you know, every 10 seconds or whatever, you can like dodge thousands of damage and inflict them back on enemies. If you time it right, you basically are gonna like rush some like super strong late game enemies. And yeah, she just like, I mean, she just has a claymore, which is good, obviously, and electro is also a very good element because it works with like so many things. So I actually have a Beidou level 40, which I need one constellation, which is not terrible. But I don't have the inner like the Mora and all this stuff to level her up. So for now, I'm not really using her. Demon said miHoYo will increase the resin expense to fight bosses. I don't know what that means really. I mean, miHoYo hasn't confirmed anything. That's for sure, but I couldn't tell you if they will do something or not because there's not been an announcement. So I mean, there's been a lot of fake leaks, and a lot of them, Demona has said, were fake too, right? Like, you just the information we get from the internet is all like a lot of it was fake. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's posting stuff that's not confirmed again. But if it's true, I mean, I don't know what that means either. You mean they're gonna make it more expensive to do bosses? That doesn't make sense, right? You mean less expensive to do the world bosses? That would be good. That would be a good, like, that's a suggestion that a lot of people are taking, like, asking basically. Beidou DPS is quite reliant on a counter skill. Yeah, well, if you master how to use a counter skill, you'll do well. But if you like, it's something you have to like practice and use well.
風の中の些細な元素の精霊。元素の精霊？うん。今の僕の姿は、実はあの偽物のスタンレー。僕が話す物語は、旧モンドの始まり。あの暴君が治めた国で、僕はある少年と知り合った。少年はライアーをつまびき、自分の歌を探していた。しかし彼は、風の壁の内に生まれ、青空を目にしたことがない。鳥の飛ぶ姿が見たい。少年の眼差しは強く、瞳には光が宿っている。しかし、その声は風の音にかき消された。なぜなら竜巻は賛歌のみを受け取り、他の音を残さないから。本物の空、鳥かごの外にある詩と歌。それは戦うに値する願望ではないだろうか。だから少年は僕を誘ったんだ。僕と共に暴君を倒し、風の壁を壊そうと。少年は反抗の旗を掲げ、僕も自由を求める戦争に身を置いた。鳥かごを破る者たちは勝ち続け、真意は崩れ、旋風は乱れ、国々は震えた。荘園の中、僕たちは暴君の結末を見届け、怪人の中、僕たちは高い塔が崩れ落ちるのを見届けた。こうして新しいモンドが始まって、それから誰も王座に登ることはなかった。
Interesting. Demon was joking. Yeah, that would make sense because I think there's not been any kind of leaks of any kind like that.
パイモン、その当たり前だろ。もったいぶらないで早く教えてくれ。なんで急にリンゴだ。お腹が空いたんだ。ああ、君は賢すぎると。でも、ビッシュ、彼から教えてもらった歌をね。
More story? What should I do with my resin beside ley line? You should farm ascension materials in domains, mostly.
僕の代わりに世界を見て、僕の代わりに高い空へ。
Nope. That's done. Look at that AR though. 500 AR now. I'll take that. Okay, let's see. There's a guy in the church you can talk to, a Fatui guy or Fatui spy, whatever. And when you talk to him, he gives you a quest to go talk to this Flora lady, whatever, and it gives like 100 AR. It's like, that's a free quest for AR. I'm actually doing it now. The run buses and the yeah, that's a good suggestion. I only have Mona as a 5-star, and I got her at the very beginning, but after I never pulled any other 5-star. That's okay though. You don't need any other 5-star. You only need one if you know if you want to play one, and then the rest can be 4-star, and you don't need anything better. Oh yeah, where's that girl? I guess she needs to be during the day, right? Because she's a kid, she can't be out during the night. What's your opinion on Razor? I think Razor's really good, actually. We have a full guide on him on our channel, and he's the main of Xeno. He uses him at level 41 AR, and he's killing everything with it. He's one of the best carries in the game. He's probably the best 4-star like Claymore character in the game. But you know, when I say best, I just mean like the one who can probably do the highest numbers of damage and, you know, take the role of DPS the best. But there's many other roles that can be taken, and he wouldn't be the best at that. Also, if your character are good, maybe go to the next 8. What? I am world tier 2, but it was satisfying to delete 3 rune guards of level 35 with Baidu E. Well, that's the thing with Baidu, you can just like delete characters. You just delete creatures in like 2 hits. It's like crazy. Just dodge them and then one-shot them. If you time it well when they're like doing their missiles and stuff, like that must be fun. After talking to Ningguang Special Emissary, what should I do? Nothing. There's no more quests afterwards. Then you just do the open world quest, and you find the puzzles and the quests are scattered around the world that you haven't seen before, and you open hundreds and hundreds of chests. You can also finish your Geoculus, your Animoculus, and then you just spend your resin and commissions every day, and you'll always find, like, there's always going to be new little quests that you can find around the world here and there. I want Chi-Chi or Diluc. Or at least Chi-Chi or Diluc. Yeah. You don't have to have them, but if you want them, you know, eventually you might get them. Or you can save up until you can roll their banner. Right. Yeah, there's going to be like special banners for all the characters eventually in the game, so... But you have to be patient. My carry is Faisal. That's a good one. She's a good archer carry. Hey Ben, how are you doing? My day's been good, actually, pretty chill. It's been just kind of just working on some videos and thumbnails and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I haven't played much today, so I'm just gonna play for a few hours and take it easy. Friday night, chill with the girlfriend and the dog later on. Just gonna try and reuse my resin a little bit and find some ooh, 14,000, I'll take it. Just thought I'd hang on and come say hi to all you guys. The weekends are usually more quiet for us, so people are busy, which makes sense. Kill them. Hello. Talk to Charles. Where's Charles? How many times I have to go back and forth in this game? Every character is S tier, pretty much. Is Razor somehow similar at the same level with Diluc? I mean, definitely. He has the same kind of role in your team, where you're gonna be using that character a lot and using all the other characters in your party mostly just to support them, and they just do a lot of damage and they scale a lot, like with attack and damage of the element that they use, so electro or fire. This game needs PvP. I mean, it needs something. Like, it needs to have an additional kind of incentive, competition, leaderboard, you know, something. Honestly, I'd rather get consistent 4-star drops than Constellation hope for 5-star. I agree, to be honest. I'm actually trying to work on getting my 4-star constellations, because I mean, I'm not like an infinite pool of money that can just keep buying for constellations, but I don't care as much as, like, I want to get full Barbara and full Official more than I care about getting any other 5-star, to be honest. Well, I am going to eat some food in my stomach. See you later. One question, what bowl are you using on Venti? Well, have a nice meal. I'm using stringless. I think this is the best bow for Venti because it increases the skill and burst, and obviously, like, the only reason that I use Venti is for his skill and burst. So obviously, like, this is what I do, so it increases damage. Like, I switch on Venti, I press E, I press Q, and then I switch away. So this is exactly kind of like what this works with. So. And the artifact set is all instructor, because that's also what I'm doing with Venti, elemental mastery damage. Where is that guy? Victor. Oh yeah, he's in the church, isn't he? Your Duke is strong, mine is level 50 with just 800 attack. Yeah, well, I'm level 70. It goes up very, like, you know, you might have small attack at your level, but for your level, that's pretty good. It goes up pretty quickly. Once you get, every time you get a new, like, 10 levels, when you can ascend 10 levels, you gain a lot. The base stats of these characters, like, they're very high. Got Jean as my first 5-star. She doesn't fit in with Fischl, Barbara, and Yang Ling, right? Better just keep her as second team. I mean, she fits in if you kind of like took Barbara out and put her in, because with Barbara and her, you like that's too much healing. You don't need so much healer, but if you made her more of a DPS, care less about her healing, and I guess then she could be fine. But also, it's perfectly fine for you to do what you're doing right now, which is like saving it for the second team. Like that's what I'm doing with my Jean. Like. Guess I'm just getting information. What a long quest today. This is a commission that I brought me here. Then I did the commission, and like there was another quest that this guy gave. That's all. Yeah. But 100 XP and 4 books. So, you know, when I say to people there's a lot of quests in this game that you don't know about, see, this is on. Like, it's not a ton of XP, but it's free XP, and it's like 10 chests or like 5 chests, I guess, if you're taking rare ones. Man, Diluc looks so awesome. Yeah, he is pretty awesome. I wasn't even planning on playing Diluc. I was just rolling, and I'm gonna like, I'll use whichever 5-star I get. That was my plan. And then Diluc was the 5-star that I got. So I'm like, okay, I'll use Diluc. My Razor is level 60 with 1100 attack. That's good. Razor needs some time to ramp up. Yeah, well, Razor is like the kind of character that you're kind of like always... He's always on the field because he stacks with, like, you know, he gets debuffs every time he uses ability. Well, not debuff, but a buff. So the longer he's out in the field, the better he does. So yeah, you basically don't give a lot of like playtime to any of your other characters when you're playing Razor. He's the star of the show. Okay. Thank you for the commission. Now, what book is dropping today? Oh, these are the good books. What about the other book? Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's see. PvP, in my opinion, might be dangerous because it would not block Constellation. Guys with cash might be on top. Well, I don't think it should be PvP per se. I think there should be leaderboards and stuff. And of course, the whales are going to be on top, but that's how it is in every one of these kind of games. And that's, you know, it's what it is. But, you know, whales compete with each other, and then they enjoy that because they get to see, like, you know, if their skill is better or if their money is better, I guess, if their wallet is deeper. And then non-whales compete with each other because then you can see, like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm rank 15 as free to play. And like, oh, wow, how did you manage that? That's incredible, blah, blah, blah. You know? And it gives some, I mean, you know, even if it gives reward, whatever, it doesn't, like, you know, not having it, nobody gets reward. That's like, as if you added it, and sure, whales are going to perform better, but at least there can still be rewards, like, for everybody. Usually that's kind of like what hooks me into these kind of games. Is like, you know, I know I can't compete with the whales, but if I can usually compete in like the top, like, you know, whatever, top 100 or top like 50, whatever, depending on like the difficulty, so I'm like, oh, I'm pretty happy with that, you know. I hate this level because there's just icicles everywhere. Can't do anything about these icicles, just drop on you. And just like, okay, cool. There we go. Let's see. What are you using for your official? I'm using Amos bow, which is like an attack 5-star bow. Pulled Chichi the other day and it changed my build path a lot. Yeah, I did the same actually. I pulled Chichi and I was like, oh, that changes everything. Speaking of Chichi. Um, Where did I find this book? Monday and Thursday. So I guess that was yesterday. Can get a few of these at least. Now, this character is pretty maxed out. What about Jean? Jean needs ascension levels, but this is the thing that I need. So I'm gonna do that. Even though I'm gonna be R40 soon, I'm gonna have no books for Diluc, and I'm gonna hate my life. I want one more character that feels like Razor. I mean, Chongyun feels pretty similar. So does Beidou, to be honest. What's the weekly reset? The weekly reset is every Monday, which is in 2 days, 3 days, I guess. The world bosses reset. You can check it out if you go on your world map and click on the boss, and then you go down here, and then where does it say? Actually, it doesn't say because I haven't killed him yet. Usually, like if you go down here, it'll say like reset whatever. Like there's remaining attempt 1. Once I do this attempt, there'll be a reset timer, and that's the weekly reset. So this boss and Storm Turret, they both reset at that time. Actually, I think you can even see it here. Probably not. And I've done this one already. No, I'm just farming Ascension books. This is to level up my talents, basically. So no, actually, farming these talent books, like everybody who's wondering what they should do at the beginning, farm these like every amount of resin that you have, spend it on these. You need so many books to ascend, like to level up talents, and you have like 8 characters that you want to ascend their talents. Like it's just insane. Like farming level up ascension materials is not even that hard. Like you can go and kill the world boss a few times and get enough materials. Like they always drop quite a few. It's not that hard. Farming these books of talents, now that's hard. It's a very annoying hard. This is how Chi works. I put the ult on them, and now like they have that little sign on them, like that little symbol on their faces. And when I hit them, I heal for a lot. Die already. Yes, thank you for falling on me, icicles. Okay. Let's see. You guys are adding a lot. Let me see if I can't miss anything. Does doing 1 wish or 10 wish matter? No, it doesn't matter. The result, I mean, doing 1 wish at a time is probably like a little bit safer, I guess, in the way that like once you pull a 4-star or 5-star, you don't have to keep wishing. So. Is Slingshot okay for official until I guess Rust or BP bow? I mean, yeah, Why not? Until you get something better, then yeah. Why so hard to get Crimson Witch? Wait until you're AR 40 before you can do any of that stuff. Like, if you want to get a lot of these gear, 35 or 40 should be when you start. Spencer, can I join your world for a bit? I need to get some wolf hook. You can, but actually, I farmed the lamp yesterday. Like, I need the lamp plants, and the wolf hook is in the same area, so I don't think it's respawned yet. So I don't think there's gonna be wolf hook in my world. Because it takes, what, like 2 or 3 days before it respawns? If I did it yesterday, it's definitely not up yet. I mean, I didn't get all the wolf hook, but I got... They're in the same area, like, so I kill... Like, I just gather everything I see when I farm, right? So... You probably would have not great amounts in my world, sadly. Use it is done quite well. Yeah, that's fine. Is Diluc your main DPS for everything? Well, when I do the Abyss, Diluc is the main DPS of one of the team, and then Xiangling and Fischl are like the main DPS for the other team. So I have like 3 very strong DPS. My Xiangling is like probably the strongest DPS after Diluc. And my Fischl is getting there. Like, she's starting to be very... Like, they're more like support DPS, they're not like main DPS, but I don't like... Like, I don't have another Claymore character that's like main DPS. Diluc is really the one. But that's not because I don't want one, it's because I don't have one and I don't really know what I want next. I mean, I have a Baidu that I could level up. I also have, I mean, I have quite a few options. I have Jean that I could like level up and make even more part of my team. Oh, my Diluc died. How did that even happen? I switched character, but he still died. Whatever. Work for these guys first. This level is so annoying. I guess it's even more annoying when your Diluc is dead. There we go. Did you use RMT to get 5-star or through the grind? What does RMT mean? Is it okay to use Kaya as a cryo support in AR30? I mean, yeah. If you don't have any other cryo support, Kaya is like not a terrible option. He's definitely just a support. Like, he's not a great damage dealer, but as a support, you know, he does the job. He brings ice, so. I have Razor with 1.5k damage. I used Shogun Elemental skill. His basic attack converted into cryo damage. Bug or what? No, probably not. I mean, there's a lot of different things that come into play, especially when you do elemental damage. Is not based off of your attack damage. So, I mean, some of your element will be, but some of your other element won't be. So it depends. Some things are based off your basic like statistic, like what you have without any buffs. Some things are based off after statistic. Like, there's a elemental mastery is based off only your base stats and your elemental mastery skill. So there's a lot of different things that come into play with how characters scale and their kit themselves. If you leveled up their talents, all that kind of stuff. Would you main a free-to-play account with Diluc or one with Chi-Chi? I would probably Diluc, as Diluc carries pretty hard, but Chi-Chi is also one of the best healer in the game. So if miHoYo came to you and said you can have one max constellation character, who would you choose? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, the way that I'm playing right now, Diluc max constellation is like very, very absurd strong, I think. Well, let me just heal. But I'm not sure. Because there's other characters that I find, like, you know, I think Keqing's gameplay is even better. And I would even probably like choose some of the newer characters that have like Xiao and stuff. Like, there's Diluc is so strong, but he's not like the most out there kind of gameplay. You just, you know, you stick in the line and you just press, like, you know, you just hit the floor many times and kill everything. But it's just, you know, Keqing teleports everywhere, and Xiao also does a lot of like cool movement stuff. Like, But in terms of like making your game easy, I guess the Lucas definitely Max Constellation would be very broken there. Very much so. Or real money trading. I mean, I didn't really spend that much to be honest. I just got lucky with getting Diluc on my like my 100th pull or something. Just after my Venti, basically. Let's see what shall we do next? See now if I'm looking here. It's ascend. So if I were to ascend, I need more of this boss. I also need more of this boss. How many seconds until I have my last 1 minute 54? Can do it in a little bit. Let's see where have I not explored? I haven't not explored down here at all, I don't think. Hey bro, I'm kinda new to this game and I want to know something. Sure. Wait, let me see. I think I missed a few. Are you done with the performance may decline achievement? I don't think so. By any chance, you know what the best weapon for catching is? There's many different options. When you're late game, you're gonna want something with crit, and when you're early game, you want something with attack. There's a catching guide on our channel if you want to check that out. Just type exclamation catching. Let's see. The PD goes on to the next banner. Does that also mean when I pull Jean from Venti banner that I will get 100% the next 5-star on the new banner? Yes, that's exactly what it means. How do you farm Mora? You press exclamation mark and Mora and you type that in the chat and then you go look at that guide. This basically is a guide that will tell you everything about, like, there's no magical way that you can farm millions of Mora in 2 minutes. Like, you're gonna have to play the game and farm, but if you look at the guide that I just told you about, you will at least know in every single kind of way you can farm Mora if you want to farm Mora. Interesting. I don't think I've ever been around here at all. Have I even done any? Oh yeah, I think I've done this. I want to know if it's worth to full a single. I have 60. No, just do single. It's fine. It doesn't give you less chance of getting anything. Single and more, I have 10. Like, there's no difference. I'm stuck on Mora. What do I do? I mean, you play every day and you farm a lot. Bro, my friend got 2 Kitching, 2 Mona, a Venti without having to waste any money. Wow, that's like absurd luck though. Like, that's insane. Like 5-star as a free to play is a little bit absurd. Not gonna lie. Wait, are these done already? Can you just climb already? Gee. Jesus. Fighting on like ice is like the most awkward thing in this game. Let's see. Just hit 39, almost 40. Wow, nice. Nice one. I'm almost at 39. You know, I'm actually scared of hitting 40 because I'm like, I don't have any more. I don't have any XP cards. I don't have any artifact. Like, how am I supposed to upgrade my items even further? Like, how do I afford this stuff? Okay, where was I going anyways? Oh, look, there's a chest down there. That's where I was going. I don't get how people have used all their more. I said around 2 million. Once your character's once you upgrade a character from 50 to 60 or 60 to 70, it costs like 500,000 gold. So you upload 2 characters to level 70 and it's 1 million gold gone. And then you need to upgrade their artifacts and then you need to upgrade their weapons to level 70 and they cost about as much. So getting 1 character to level 70 will cost you 2 million gold if it's from 0, basically. Or like 1 character and his gear to level 70 from like low or like 30 or 40, whatever, will cost you 2 million gold. Or 2 million more, I should say. I hit level like 60 and I had 3 million Mora. Now I'm like I have nothing. If I had 3 million Mora, I would be spending like I could spend 3 million Mora right now in 10 seconds and be done. Like just look at that. Like I mean now most of my characters are level 70, these guys. This one's not level 70. So like if I was to bring him level 70, look how much it's gonna cost me. 240,000 for 10 levels. And same will go for a lot of these characters. Like this one's like 60. So if I did ascend her, she would. Look at these scrolls. I need so many of these scrolls. It's not easy. Look, I could take another 250,000 gold if I was to bring her to 70 as well. Which, as you can see, I have some gold. But hey, brother. Hi, Matthias. Nice to see you. I'm at AR 25 for 7 days. Is it good? I mean, it's not bad, but if you've been 7 days at AR 25, are you doing your commissions every day? Because commissions give a lot of XP. If you spend your resin and do your commissions every day, you would have leveled by now, so you should start doing that. I'm tilted. I got it. Who's yelling in my? What is? Stop this! Stop this attitude. Okay, let's see. See, 172,000 just to bring it to level 60. It's so expensive. It's very important that you bring a lot of your characters to level 70 though. Not even 70, well, you just ascend them. When they're level 60, when you ascend them to the next level, they always unlock a new talent. And like in this case, the new talent, I mean, every character's talent is amazing. They are amazing. So this is like your ult costs basically 20% less energy or refunds 20% of its energy. So that obviously means you can cast your ult more often, which is obviously a great thing because her ult is amazing. Hey brother, got Mona, Venti, Jean, and Chi-Chi at AR 20, while only got Chi-Chi at AR 30. Well, that's good for you. Yuki, I'm at AR 40 in 7 days. Damn. It's Friday night and I play with my waifus. At least I can use the COVID as an excuse for once. Yeah, well, these days, staying indoors and playing games is actually seen as the healthiest thing to do. So we're definitely using COVID as an excuse to play a lot of Genshin Impact. But we all know that we would still be playing it if COVID was not happening, right? What is weekly reset? Every world boss resets on Mondays every week, so you can do the world boss. So I want to get AR 40 before my weekly reset so that I can get the rewards for the boss, but like with a higher AR basically. So if I'm AR 40, the rewards that it gives me are going to be better than if I was AR 35, which is why I'm waiting, and I'm hoping to get 40 by tomorrow, and then I can do the world boss and have some maybe orange loot. I don't even need these, like, I have hundreds of these items that I don't need at all. Let's see, do you guys think there's some chests up here? Xiangling is annoying, you have to a menu, she's annoying when you walk with her, but her ulti is so good. Yeah, Xiangling's sound effects are annoying as hell. But she is very, very nice to use to her ult. She is that indeed. Give me your items, guys. I'm just looking around for like chests and stuff that I've missed. Because there are a lot of things, I can guarantee you that. Or like, you know, chests that respawn or something like that. Yeah, well, there's obviously nothing. Where am I now? That's not all where I wanted to go, is it? I'm AR-35 and the only 5-star I have is a Traveler. That's okay. It doesn't matter. 5 stars is not like 5 stars are not everything in this game. Obviously, the more money you spend, the more 5 stars you'll have. But if you don't want to spend money, and you don't have to play with 5 stars, or if you don't want to reroll and all that stuff, I mean, there's a pity system, so everybody's gonna have 5 stars eventually. The longer you play this game, the more 5 stars you're gonna get. And you know, you could be like super unlucky and like have no 5 stars and then pity one, and then do like 10 more rolls and get another 5 star. You know, there's people who's been got 2 5-star on one roll. Like, you never know. You think it's a good idea to play 3 accounts and grind? I don't see the benefit of having more than one account. Like, there's not like, it's a single player game, right? It's like if you played Zelda at home, would you make 3 accounts and grind them all? Like, I don't see what does it give you to do so many accounts. I mean, obviously you can have many accounts and find out which characters you like and try the characters. The only benefit I would see to making many accounts is like, you know, if you made guides like us, like content creation, then you'd have like a lot of different accounts, so you'd have a lot of different characters to showcase. But it's a lot of time for not like much reward. Yeah, I want to go there. Look at this beautiful waterfall. Why do you won't let me go, Paimon? I have the same goal just for 35, not 40. Yeah, well, that's fine. The tier list is helpful, but should be taken with a grain of salt. Definitely. I mean, tier lists in this game are very bad, and they're very hard to like understand properly. Guillermo, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, the tier list, the thing with tier list is like, you know, one character can be S at some tier list, but then like can be B at some other tier list, and it just depends on how you use them. Like, there's some characters that you can use as supports and they're big S plus, and then there's some characters you can use as like carries and they're like they're S plus at support, but they're like B at carry or whatever. But then there's also some characters that you're like, oh well, if you play this character with this character, they both become S. Otherwise, they're both A. Like, it's like, but that doesn't really, like, you know, that doesn't help anyone. Like, there's so many combos in this game, the characters and like different abilities that work well with each other and all that stuff that basically change everything about the rating. So it's like, so like Sucrose is like an A support, but if you have this character or this character in your account, she's an S support. Like, okay, well then the tier doesn't really make sense for most people, right? Like, if you have to, like, every character has to be depending on the characters you have on your account and all that stuff. So I mean, I just find that it's yeah, it's a bit hard to base yourself off of a tier list, basically. Okay, let's see. Where else? Where should I go? You can get access to more mining ore and mini bosses by having 2 worlds. I mean, I guess that's true if you want to invite yourself to the other worlds and farm and stuff. I mean, personally, you can also like do this with any like friends or people on co-op that will gladly do it for free or whatever. Like, people are happy to always help each other out. I mean, some people are happy to do that all the time, but yeah, if you do, but the thing is, like, you don't need to have 2, like, if you want to farm ores and stuff, like, you only need another alt account that's like level 1. You don't care what their level is. Like, all they do is invite you to the world. Like, for farming materials, like, the world level doesn't change anything. Let's find some chests. Beidou is overlooked. Yeah, it is. I think every character can be really good. I don't think there's any character that are bad. Like, some characters are meant to support more than they are meant to damage, and you know, that's gonna be true for sure for some characters. Like, you can't use every character as like a main carry in this game. Like, some characters are gonna be much better at carrying and doing damage. Like, you know, if half of the character's ability heal or support, like, they're not gonna be your main damage. Like, their character's abilities clearly say that it's a healer or a support or whatever, but there are also ways of doing a lot of damage with support that, you know, by having different kits and different weapons and effects and abilities and elemental mastery and buffs and all that stuff. Like there's a lot of role in this game, but I don't think there's one character that you can work into a team and make like like clear the entire abyss, to be honest. I'd rather have Amber than Diluc. You allowed? I would not, but I am not you. I'm not a big fan of Amber. I think Amber is like one of the only characters that I would like never really recommend, just because um I just dislike her like actual gameplay. I just like I'm bored to death when I try her. Like you basically the only way you can do fire like easily with Amber is by like as an archer you have to like aim, right? Like you have to like, and it takes such like, you know, when you're doing this section, like look how long it takes before it's like electrified. Like, you know, it starts and like now like that's a long time to wait. And in this game, when you get to like AR like 40 or 35 40 and plus, like mobs start hitting like pretty hard. Like they're not very friendly and you die very quickly. So if you're aiming these kind of things forever, it's like it gets really hard to survive basically. On fourth constellation, Ember is so good. Yeah, I mean, definitely when you get like late constellation, these characters, you know, definitely shine in different ways. Any 4-star character in this game with full constellation will probably be as good as any 5-star, and some will probably be better than 5 stars. Because I mean, obviously 5-star constellation is a very hard thing to achieve, and a 5-star, a 4-star constellation is not as hard to achieve at all. Hey, look, there's a chest right here. Here. Hey, do you think I should keep 5-star gladiator timepiece? It has attack, crit, and crit damage as a substat, but death as a main stat. If the main stat is bad, no matter what your substats are, it's not gonna be a piece you're gonna use, to be honest. I mean, the defense, if you use it on Noelle, like, sure. But like it's just it's not gonna work for anybody else. Like the defense, the substat is too important. Like, well, the main stat is too important. Or don't even drop anything? Like, what? Did I just get scammed? I need these peppers. Yeah, that's true. There might be characters that get released in the future that scale off with defense, and in that case, you know, that would be good. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that you get rid of the item, because you don't really, I mean, sure you need XP, but you probably don't need it that badly. Oh, thanks for 5 chilies for free. I'll take it. Which banner has the best chance of getting Wolf Gravestone? I think the standard banner. Because I don't think it drops in the special weapon banner. People keep saying Noelle is bad and they clearly don't know how to play with her. She's super good. Yeah. I don't know who says Noelle is bad. Like, Noelle is definitely a very good, like, support, like, semi-DPS, very tanky, some good healing kind of character. You know, she does very good as supporting. I always, like, when people say I'm free to play and I don't have 2 healers for my Abyss team, I always say, like, do Barbara and then do Noelle as your secondary. She will just perform as well as any other, like, support healers in this game. Been maining Baidu from AR7 to AR40. Did 30 pulls, got Razor C4. Man, I don't have. Oh shit. Razor C4 with 30 pulls? That's crazy. Baidu's definitely fine. I don't have mats to swap, but C4 Razor. Yeah, I mean that sounds painful. That you have a C4 character that you can't use because you don't have the mats to level up. But you know, one day when you have your two Abyss teams, you're gonna need a second DPS to be leveled up. You know, eventually you'll have the mats for it. Once you max out a character, you'll have, you know, once you max his level and his talents and stuff, eventually there's nothing else to farm. Then you can farm other characters. It'll be a long-term project, let's be honest. But I'm in the same point. Eventually, I will invest in some other characters. Noel is the paladin of this game. Yeah, that's a very good, accurate description of Noel, actually. Look at all these guys. Don't shoot me. Just a random guy. Thanks for subscribing. There we go. Wait, what do you mean by weekly reset? They reset our AR? No, they reset the world bosses. The world bosses reset. What sword do you use on Diluc? It's a prototype Animus, actually. Prototype Animus. The craftable one, refined only twice. But I would refine it more if I could. Trust me on that. Hi, Tina H. Thank you for subscribing as well. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let me know if you have any question. I'm happy to help answer anything you guys have as a question. And otherwise, thanks for chilling with me tonight on a chill Friday night stream. I'm just kind of like going around the world, getting chests, materials, just farming. I need to kill like so many monsters. I need to kill slimes. Like there's so much like stuff that I need. There's so many mats that I need that literally anything can be killed at this point. I need to find a zone that I haven't been in before and then do that. I need to find my Geoculus, but I haven't found my Geoculus yet. I think I haven't been here. The Bell Claymore or the prototype Animus? The Bell or the prototype? If the craftable Claymore is better than the Bell, definitely. Yeah, because the Claymore has the Bell has HP as a substat. Like if you go on the weapon and you look, like I have the Bell actually. Look, it's right here. So it's good. The effect and everything is nice, but it has HP here. Now this one has attack here, and you know, for a character like Diluc who does most of his damage based on the attack stat, this is better. As you can see, I have a lot of sacrificial greatsword and rain slashers, but again, rain slasher is good for someone who does elements. Like he'd be good for some characters, just not Diluc. Hunterback Gaming, thank you for subscribing as well. Tina H, I was wondering if I could give you some accounts for a giveaway. I don't know how that would work, to be honest. I mean, feel free to come on our Discord and chat with us, but I don't know if it would be frowned upon or bannable, like to be giving accounts out for like with certain characters, because it's basically like accounts selling. As much as it's free, I would be worried that miHoYo might be not happy about that, so I'd have to check before I could say yes to that. But thanks for the offer, though. Nice video. Can I ask a question? How long would it take from AR30 to 40 for free to play? I mean, free to play or not doesn't make it faster, or it's just the amount of hours you spend every day. But you could do it in a week if you played like 8 hours a day. Wait, who are you guys talking about? Um, Which artifact he uses on her? I'm not sure which character you guys are talking about, but if you're talking about Fischl, that's what I'm using. Maiden below the gladiator. Oh, you're talking about Kichichi maybe. That's actually what I'm kind of. I mean, actually, I'm not using that because this star, but this is what I'm supposed to be using. So I'm supposed to use this set. 2 gladiator and 2 maiden. But I think I might use 4 maiden and then just have all the pieces with attack. I just don't have those pieces with attack. Maiden set is not bad at all. Using a skill or burst increases healing. So basically, whenever you heal, everybody gets healed by 20% more. So it's not bad at all, but I don't know how. Yeah, you turn your Chichi into pure healer right now. She's not like I like the attack because it still gives you me like more healing, but 18% attack gives you less healing than a full set of and below gives you healing. So if you're getting the attack only for the healing, it's kind of useless. But I'm trying to get her to have a little like a nice amount of attack here and do actual some damage, and then in that way I like to do damage with her. So I should craft the animus then. I mean, if you're using an attack-based character, then most likely you'll have better result. Like you'll do better numbers if you have the animus. Yo, I wanted to say great Genshin videos. Hey, thank you very much. That's very appreciated that you came out here to say that. I hope you're enjoying all the guides and stuff. Careful of account sharing, it's again TOS. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And like, as much as you could give away accounts with like 5 stars, it's probably very frowned upon like legally in terms of what they allow or not. So your best bet would be to basically whisper like private message people and tell them, hey, you want an account, and here you go, whatever. But like I don't think I can endorse like the facilitation of selling them through videos and community engagement. I mean, feel free to join the like our Discord, and like if people want some of these, maybe they can ask you whatever. But I don't know how much involved. Like I don't think it's allowed to sell them and all that stuff. So just be careful with that because you don't also want to get banned yourself. Oh, yeah, I guess I did the quest here. Just looking for some chests, but I guess I'll also kill some mobs while I'm here. Ooh, bye. There, fall down. There, you can fall down too. Die! All for these items that I actually don't really need. I actually do need these items for the look, but I have more than enough. Happening. Let me see. Swift Kanaka, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see. I see there's a few questions popping in the chat. Let me try and answer that quickly. Oh, Exile Goblet. Look at that. A purple 4-star artifact from a random mob in the world. We like that. That's good for us. Okay. I heard that even luxurious chests can respawn. I think every chest can respawn. They just don't respawn in the same location. So they respawn kind of like randomly. 4 maiden set feels kind of wasted on Chi-Chi. Her 70 talent helps her, and her E cooldown is slow. Yeah, I think I agree with you, to be honest. I think I really agree with you. Currently, AR25, my main is Ketching, Diluc, Fischl, Barbara. I was wondering what artifact should I put on Diluc and Ketching since I'm still early for damage. At AR25, you should just put any artifact that gives you attack as a main stat. It doesn't really matter what artifact set you go for. Like, obviously, the more... Like, if you have Sojourner, 2 pieces is good. If you have Berserker with a crit, it's not bad. If you have some Gladiator, if you're lucky enough, you could do that. But you know, you don't always have the choice. It's better to have no set bonuses, but every piece has attack on it, than it is to have set bonuses but not have attack on every piece. Until AR-35 at least, then you can like look at things differently. So what purple craftable weapon should I use on Diluc Ketching? We actually have an entire guide on craftable weapons on the channel. So I talk about every single craftable weapon on there and why, like who you should be using them on, all that stuff. But for Diluc, it's definitely the prototype Animus. And for Ketching, I don't remember which sword craftable is good for. I'll have to go check out the video that I made. But something with crit or attack is usually good for her. Okay. This game is cool, pretty much. Hey, I found a Luxurious chest yesterday that respawn. Yeah, they do respawn. I haven't been in this area for a long time. Artifact set don't matter until later too much. Just go for attack. Yeah, well, artifact set, like, when you get AR-30, you unlock artifact set that were not even available before. But the drop rate is pretty bad. When you get AR-35, the drop rate starts becoming much better. And then those artifacts set are obviously the best artifacts in the game. But until you're at least AR-35, you shouldn't really focus on farming them because it's not going to be efficient use of your time, really. Because it's going to take you so many runs and your resin is like limited, so it's going to be expensive to get basically nothing much. So yeah, until AR-35 or even 40, like you don't really focus, like you take the best of what you get, but you shouldn't be actively going out there using resin to farm artifact sets because you're going to be basically doing the same exact process at AR-40 when you start getting orange artifacts. So it's like, if you're just farming at level 35 just so that you can get level 40 to farm them again, well, all the resin that you used is like wasted. So if you can be patient instead, you'll have like much more licensed material to make your characters even stronger, and you know, it'll be more worth it in the end. And then at the same time, like the artifact sets that like you get while you level up and you kill world bosses, like, you know, you still kill world bosses because you ascend your characters, you need the materials and all that stuff, but like you'll be getting like decent enough artifact sets if you're like, you know, the content that you do, luxurious chests, quests, like there's a lot of like random purple artifacts that will be thrown your way. There's like even there's a vendor in the, not a vendor, but a person you can talk to in the city that gives you a free 4-star artifact. There's a quest that you can do in Moonstad area that gives you a 4-star artifact. Like there's so many different 3-4-star artifacts that actually are pretty okay. Like, so, you know, yeah, don't focus on farming them too much. Ooh. How are they getting multiple 5-star at AR-20? I mean, luck or money is what? I haven't used a single Lux chest respawn. I mean, I think they are very slow to respawn, to be honest. I don't think it's a respawn rate that's very high. And it seems like they don't respawn at the same, like, there'll be a place that had a chest before, but it might have not been a luxurious chest, and there might be a respawn there that is luxurious. Kind of like, it seems like the chests don't respawn always in the same location. Like, there's maybe like a 2,000 chest location in the world, and I'm sure like only like maybe 500 respawn at once. So, you know, you have to check like every location in order to find all of them, and obviously that's not easy, but because I've locked, there's spots that I know there was chests, and there's never been a chest again. But there's other places that I knew there was a chest, and there's been more chests again, so... I mean, like, all this area, there was chests everywhere before, and I haven't been here for days, and there's nothing left. But there's little world bosses that I don't mind killing. Like that guy. There's also a lot of stuff that's hidden, like sometimes you have to like, actually talk to the NPCs and discover stuff. Hey, do you still play Rise of Kingdom, and do you have T4 or T5? What's your part? Actually, I do play still. I just haven't been making videos for a while because obviously I've been playing Genshin a lot, and the Rise of Kingdom videos are not nearly as popular, and I've gone through a lot of guides already, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm still playing, and I'm like, my power is almost 40 million now. Knowing how to spend resource wisely is the key. That's definitely a key. I mean, if you use your resin before AR35 to only farm talent books and essential materials, you'll have a better, like, you'll have much a better experience when you reach AR40 than if you didn't do that, for sure. Let's go explore. Actually, I know that this area has stuff that I haven't seen. Wait, does anyone know if official level 70 talent work with swirls, or is it just superconduct, overloaded, electro charge? Let's see this. Let's see. You mean this one, right? Stellar Predator? Actually, no, that's not what I mean. You mean this one. If a character triggers... Yeah, I don't know if it works with swirl, because, I mean, swirl is related to everyone, but I don't think, you know, electro and something else creates, like, superconduct or overload. Like, swirl doesn't create anything else. Swirl is just swirl. So my first guess would be that it probably doesn't, but at the same time, I'm like, it kind of like would make sense if it did. Like, not. How do you plan on hitting 40? Well, I'm gonna finish collecting all my Geoculus. I'm gonna finish the 2 quests that I have that give like 1000 XP. And then I'm gonna find chests in the open world and do my daily commissions and do my daily resin use. And I'll be 40 eventually. Another chest.
もっと早く
Oh, there's a Geoculus around here. Oh, there he is. Also, talking about Chi-Chi, her passive is such a game changer for exploration. Yeah, I know, right? The fact that you can see stuff, like, that's rare. Like, especially because she needs, like, weird materials as well. So she helps me farm her materials. Okay, I definitely have done all the stuff down there. Let's... Is Noelle good, or should I wait for a healer for my team too? Noelle is perfectly fine to be your second healer for your team too. He's a very good character.
怖くない怖くない
She's not my personal favorite character, but she can do the job very well, I'm sure. There's actually a lot of people who built her very well. She's a very strong support, very strong, like, secondary, like, healer support kind of character. But she also, like, especially when you get a lot of Constellation on her, she starts doing a lot of damage. You know, the last Constellation of Noelle actually turns half of her defense into attack. So, like, now that's, you know, now we're talking about a lot of attack there. You know, it's like free attack. Because our kid is still scaled off defense at the same time. So, yeah, she's a very strong character. It shows my main DPS, but I don't level her ultimate. Yeah, I don't love her ultimate either. I just use the ultimate to have the E cooldown, like, refreshed, basically, because it refreshes the cooldown. So you can have your crow out longer, basically. Or Oz. I got a Skyrider sword for talking to this guy. Well, thank you. You can test it. I mean, I guess I can. So you were wanting me to test, let's see, official this ability. So if an elemental triggers an electro-related elemental reaction, when Oz is on the field, the enemy shall be stricken with thundering retribution. The problem is that it will be hard to differentiate between, is it Oz killing the mobs or is it like not? That's... What's the best team for Diluc? I mean, there's not a best team, but there's gonna be some teams that favor him. Actually, if you go on the Not Casual channel, like our YouTube channel, and you look at the video I posted yesterday, I made literally exactly that, a guide for late game Diluc, how to play Diluc in the late game and what team to bring to boost him, like what are the best characters and sets and whatever you can bring to make your Diluc a god, basically. So that entire video is dedicated to explaining that. So you can just go on the channel and look. It's like the 2 videos ago, so it should be on the main page. I guess I'll just use. What are those quests? The quests that I have right now are all quests that are related to like their world puzzles. Like this is the one that you get when you do all the Geoculus, and then this is the quest that you get from you go on top of 3 mountains in Quince's village, whatever, and then you talk to a granny, and then you go on top of the mountain and find some items. They're puzzles, and they're like rare items that you have to find, and then it basically just turns into a quest that gives 500 AR. So that's why I'm saying, like, most quests in this game, they're like, oh, I'm out of quests, I don't know how to level. It's because you haven't found the quest yet. Like, you go and talk to NPCs, and there's like, they give you quests, or sometimes you find the puzzle and it starts a quest. So by going on top of a mountain, you'll find the quest that can give 500 AR, you know? So you have to explore every single spot of this like map, everything. Like the more you explore everything, the least likely you'll be to miss out on some free quests and XP and all that stuff. And then while you explore everything, well, you're getting chests and getting gold and getting essential material from killing monsters and all that kind of stuff. I might hit AR 40 today or tomorrow, depends. Yeah. Looking for chests, it definitely takes a long time. I've actually never done a chest run so far. don't even know, like, I'm not really even looking for chests. I'm looking for, like, content that I have missed, because I know I have missed some of it. And I'm obviously just, like, gathering resources, too. So this is concerning. I need 6 more Animoculus, but only shows 5 more remaining on interactive map. I actually had that problem yesterday. There's actually some, like, I actually am missing one still, but I don't know which one it is. Like, there's some up here, right? And there's like one all the way down here, and there's like one like hidden up here too. And the worst one is here. Like the one that's down here is so like you don't actually see it on your, like when you're beside you you need to jump down to actually see it. So sometimes you're beside it, but you don't actually see them, and that's kind of like scary. So have you done all the world quests? Probably not all, no. Probably not. I've done a lot of stuff, but I haven't looked for anything specifically. I mean, there's one in here that I haven't done yet. I know there's something, but I want to wait until AR 40, I think. There's a lot of like chests and stuff from there. And I kind of like wanted to make a video about it, but at the same time, it's like, I have done already half the quest, so. The tree frog you just missed. It's a hidden chest there. Oh, is it here? Oh, I guess I teleported away from it, right? Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings. I got a Skyward Harp, but I have a Refinement 3 Stringless. Do I put Stringless on Venti and Skyward Harp on Facial? This Skyward Harp again. Yeah, this has crit rate. Crit rate is not bad at all for Facial, and increases your crit damage by 20%. This is actually pretty good for Facial, yeah. And the Stringless is definitely much better for Venti than Facial. So yeah, that sounds like a good plan for you. The one at the Abyss portal is so bad. Yeah, actually, the one at the Abyss portal I didn't see for so long, because you don't actually see that there's an Animoculus when you're at the Abyss portal. It doesn't actually tell you. Like, it's on top of the portal, but you don't see it on your map. Reset is Monday. That's a lot of chess to do AR29 in the next 2 days. I know, right? I don't seem to be very good at finding chess, but I mean, you know, you also get so much from the commission. You know, like that's 2 more days of commission, and that's also 2 more days of resin spent. So, and that's a lot of like XP as well. Because you can do 180 resin per day for free, but I usually like regenerate it once or twice as well. So that's a few like, you know, a few hundred XPs here and there. Let's go. What am I doing right now? Fine, okay.
判決を下す
I mean, I guess I'm gonna be screwed because I don't have my ult for his alley. I guess she does okay. Do some damage. I need my ult. Just found it today by accident, that's why I'm saying. Yeah, I think the Abyss, the one on top of the Abyss is like the one that most people might be missing. Because you don't actually see it on your minimap. There we go. Yara of Thunder. This one a few more times. Jinxie, hello. Hello. True, but AR 2930 is like 1/4 of the XP needed for 3940. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you know, if you want to level up quickly in this game, then you need to find chests like crazy and it's long and semi-boring and all that stuff. If you don't care how fast you level up in this game, you just need to log on an hour or 2 a day, farm some essential material, farm your commission, spend your resin, and that's about it, you know? You'll get like, you know, you always get about 2000 XP from the commission, and like you can get 500-600 XP from the resin every day. So let's say like 2500 XP per day from just doing your world content. And then that's, you know, that's good enough for most people. And if you found like, you know, if you find a dozen chests while you're grinding for mob and you like, oh, I'm pretty close. You know, when you press F1, you come here, you go farm some of these bosses. While you're doing this, you'll find chests because usually these guys also are guarding chests. It happens often enough. And sometimes these chests will have respawned. And, you know, you're going to need a stupid amount of some of these materials for your weapons and stuff. And they drop some artifacts sometimes. So you can farm a lot of these guys over and over every day. And you'll have some chests and some XP and all that stuff a little bit. So and you can just go on chest runs and just look around the world and find chests, you know. It's going to take a while, but that's the best way to farm, like level up very quickly. And there's people who are like AR 45 already and they've played the same amount of time as us, so they found that many more chests than we did, you know what I mean? Quick tip, Ember is good against Electrocube. Yeah, I'm sure she is. Actually, the reason that I was struggling with the Electrocube is because my Xiangling was out of my party because I needed the Geo element to do a puzzle. Like Xiangling's ult just destroys the Electrocube. But Amber can also do okay. Even though she's probably not the best character for the Electrocube because it takes her a long time to shoot her abilities. She'll definitely do fine enough to kill it though. That's not the way I was aiming at all. Oh, 18,000. That's so much, so wrong though. That was like so far from where I was actually aiming. You guys like that 18,000 crit though? That was nice. What do I do with quest books? You mean ascension materials, or do you need like just the books that you get from the library in the game? Because those are just like lore. Also, if you spend like 50 Primogems every day on resin, or you can spend more than 50 if you'd like I spend 100 sometimes. You know, every time you spend 50 Primogems a day is what is it, 300 experience a day for free? I mean, it's not free, but you do get more than 50 Primogems per day while just playing the game. As in, you get 60 from the commission. So, if your goal is to level up, spend Primogem basically. I play this game way too much. Yeah, pretty much me too. I have 7k Primogem and got Venti. Not to flex, but should I wait or roll right now? I mean, if you want to roll right now, your chances of getting Constellation for Fischl, Xiangling, and Barbara and stuff, like if you want to make them very strong, then it's a good strategy. If you want to wait for another character in the future, like Xiao or Klee, whatever, then just wait. There's no reason not, like, there's no reason to rush. Just hit 35, thanks to you, brother. Thank you. Hey, well, thank you for thanking us. I'm glad you reached 35. I hope you're having fun. Free to play, by the way. That's nice. You have 7k Primogem as free to play. But yeah, it's exactly that. It depends on what you want from your account. Because you can spend all your Primogem right now, or you can wait. It will 100% depend on what you want. Ooh, that's not good. Look at how fast I heal myself hitting this guy. Thanks, Chi-Chi. Thanks, Chi-Chi. My Xiangling does some pretty decent damage. Can I move? Okay. She's definitely not Diluc, but she's still good. It feels so bad to use pull for more XP, especially as free to play. That's definitely true. But there's also no rush to level up. People are like always coming, how can I level up faster? I have nothing else to do. And I'm like, sure, I wish there was more content in the game for us to do right now and level up. Like, I wish there was more quests and there was another zone. And I wish like there was more to do than just grind chests, which is, it is boring to grind chests like over and over. It will get very old very fast. But you know, the next expansion or the next patch is in November 11. If you just do your commission and spend your free resin every single day until November 11, you'll be AR 45 probably without any other effort required. So at that point, it's like, you want to be AR 45 at least kind of before the expansion. Well, I don't know why I keep saying expansion, for the patch. Because obviously the patch will have like new content and new quests and like maybe new artifacts, or who knows what it's gonna have, maybe new stuff. And then if it does have all that new stuff, then you're gonna you want to have the ability to farm it at AR 45 plus, because that's the highest like tier of gear that you can get basically. So there really isn't no rush to do it faster than others. Like there's nothing you gain by being earlier than others at like high levels. It doesn't give you any advantage over other people really, because there's no PvP, right? Like you don't win anything in this game for being fast. The only people who want to level up fast is like the content creators, because they want to make videos fast of like stuff that other people haven't seen yet. Right? That's kind of like the only people who like, that's why a lot of the content creators are like leveling fast and like they're pushing everything for the game and stuff, because obviously it's gonna be, more impactful for them. But most people don't have to take it fast at all. If you can reach level 50 before the next expansion, which is like the next patch, which is in like more than 3 weeks, you'll have nothing left to do if you reach AR 50 anyways. So. Because I think once you get the character to level 90, there's no higher than that. So you'll the goal is to have like 8 characters, all level 90, all with like all their talents unlocked and with their weapons level 90, and I guess that's about it, like, so if they can be maxed, so basically you're farming until then. But the game's been out for 2 days, 2 weeks and a half, I guess. and we're already like we already see people that are AR-45. So imagine like an entire other month, basically, almost. People will have time, like trust me. I just enjoy exploring the world. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. AR-45 before the patch, that is quite harsh. I mean, it's not required either, right? Like, it's not, like, it doesn't matter if you don't. Like, it's not gonna, like, change. The only reason I say that is, like, you know, when you go on a domain, you look here, like, the last domain, like, the last rewards all unlock at AR-45. So if they add new stuff, you want to be, you know, the higher you are, the better you can farm the new stuff that will come out. But again, really does not really matter if you are doing it fast or not. But what I'm saying is also that if like you only play 20 minutes a day for the entire rest of the 3.5 weeks that is left before the patch, and you do nothing else than your 4 commissions every day, which is, you know, at my level, it's like that's 1,500 XP, right? That's 1,500, and it's gonna be more once I get AR 40. These all increase in like reward. The rewards become better. So let's say 1,500 XP here, and then you spend 180 resin every day, which is 600 XP, right? So that's 2,100 XP every single day. Now there's what, like 26 days or 25 days before the next patch. So you know, do some quick math, but 2,000 XP something times 20 something days. That's like probably enough XP to go from like level 35 to like 40 something completely without doing anything else at all. Now, like, you know, they put the PvP, not the PvP, the co-op event on the game, and that gave quite a bit of like XP. There might be other events that come in every, you know, there's still a month, right? So there might be other events that come and give some XP. And there might be some special stuff that gives you like bonus XP. Like there might be new quests that come out with 1.1. So then if there's new quests, that means there's something like that gives XP and lets you catch up and level up. Maybe you'll be like level 42, 43 by the time it comes out. Well, it'll be very fast to finish the last few levels, right? Like if you have new quests and stuff. So, you know, there's really many ways of this going. I don't think we're getting cryo next. I don't know what we're getting next. So this is something that I actually have I'm a bit unsure about. So they said that 1.1 is going to have a new event, but they haven't said anything else about a new zone. There's obviously we saw from the leaks that there's 4 new characters and all that stuff, but like they haven't confirmed there's a new zone coming with 1.1. Now they've confirmed that with 1.2 there is a new zone, and they've confirmed what zone that is. I don't remember which one it is, but I do remember them saying the name of the zone and that it's confirmed that it's going to come with 1.2. So does that mean that there's no new zone until 1.2? Or does that mean they just haven't announced which zone is 1.1? I'm unsure about that. Is the prototype Rancor level 40 good for my catching? I don't know what the prototype Rancor is, to be honest. Is it? I mean, I know what it is, but I don't remember what it has on it. It's a craftable sword, right? But there's a video on the channel that talks about all the crafted weapons. So I probably answered the question in the video. But I can try and check. I mean, I guess I'm close to the vendor, so I can check what that actually is. I get this one. I'm gonna get this one. And obviously, I'm gonna get the Mora, because I love my Mora. I like Rancor. Okay, so you're asking if Rancor is good for catching, right? That's what you're asking. Let's see, what do you have to sell, little guy? That's not all what I need, but there we go. Let's craft some of this. So this one, prototype Rancor. Physical damage bonus for catching. I mean, this is not bad for catching, but most of her damage is not physical. Most of her damage is electric. So this entire stat is completely wasted once you activate your ability that makes it so that your damage is electric, right? So you would have a much better effect if you had attack here instead. And Mental Mastery is also probably not great you would do much better if this stat here was crit or attack, because as I just said, you're gonna be not doing that much physical damage on Keqing. Like, physical damage is damage that is white. When you hit, it's like it shows as a white item, like a white damage number. So you know more than me on your Keqing. Do you see white damage a lot, or do you see purple damage, which is electric? Do you see that more? And that will answer your question on its own. You think miHoYo will change the risen system? To be honest, I think they will do something, because otherwise, the hate that they're getting is it's too much bad publicity. People will leave. Like, every content creator is talking about it too. Like, it's kind of like they have really terrible ratings on the app stores because of it. Like, there's too much backlash for them not to do something, even if they like disagreed with doing it. Like, showing that they are listening to their community like will go a long way for them, like succeeding with this game. Now I don't know what they're gonna do. Apparently, so in the Discord, one of the miHoYo hired persons, he works for miHoYo, but he basically is the CM, the community manager for the Discord, and he said that the devs specifically asked him to create a chat to collect feedback and complaints about the resin system. So if the devs are asking that to happen, they're obviously trying to listen and find solutions. So in that aspect, I do think that yes, we will probably see some kind of like something, but I couldn't tell you what is what it is going to be or when. To be honest, it should have happened already by now. Like, they should have like added an event that gives resin, or they should have like done something or said something, because people are getting like kind of like desperate at this point. But at the same time, is like they're making hundreds of millions of dollars, and there's complainers are still not enough. Like, there's still people buying everything, so it's still I'm still unsure is what I'm gonna say, but I hope they do. Okay, let me increase my little weapon here quickly. My beautiful flute for my chi. I need to get her artifacts up. Okay, let me see. Ooh. New zone is ice. Nice. The co-op event was a bit weak. I'm very, very disappointed with the co-op event. It's the most boring thing I've ever seen. I like doing it the first like 2 times, but the fact that they have us do it 20 times and there's absolutely no like, if the resin reward was good, like I'd be like, if it gave one of like every essential material or whatever, like I'd be like, oh yeah, I love this event. But every single aspect of that event so far has been garbage. Like, you get Primo Gems for doing it 30 times, which is fine. Like, that was nice. That's about it. Like, there's nothing else that you like. That event doesn't do anything else. Like, I don't need XP tomes. I have plenty of XP tomes. So I am very disappointed with that event. It's like, did they really think people are gonna like do that 20 times and spend resin 20 times? Otherwise, it just becomes a chore. You have to do it for absolutely no reward just because you have to get the achievement for it. I actually haven't even finished it myself. What gear is your official using? I'll show you. My funny girl, should I focus on attack or give her instructor set for elemental mastery? I mean, I'm focusing on attack because elemental mastery is not as good for her, because I usually use her ability before I trigger elemental mastery effects. But she's using like attack and electro damage, and she's one of my secondary DPS. But like, her crow damage comes from her attack stat as well, right? So it works well for her in that reason. How he gets so many crystals? I farm them all the time. I mean, when I see them in the world, I farm them. I never waste time farming crystals. Like, if I see crystals, I go get them, because you can turn them into enhancement materials anyways. I'm back from work and here I am. What's up, Zoas? Hey, Koga, nice to see you again. How was work? Tell me. Well, you don't have to spend the resin to get the event rewards. Oh, I know you don't, but it basically just means that, like, it's just a chore of having to repeat something that really is not that fun, because you're just killing mobs that spawn that give no loot. And it's just, like, there's no real co-op involved, because you don't really need to try, because it's super easy. Like, it's not challenging, and it's over in 3 minutes, and you're just going around gathering blocks of elements on the floor. I mean, I'm just disappointed. Like, they could have come up with something so much more fun for their first co-op event. Like, this is not a fun co-op thing. Like, you just play with randoms or your friend. You're not having so much fun strategizing with your friend doing that event. Like, it's not like a, if it was a dungeon that you go through and the boss is actually hard and requires strategy and stuff, you know, that would be different. But I was just disappointed. Like, it's basically now, like, I'm not doing it because it's boring and I don't like. I'm just bored of doing it. Hey, look at you, Koga. You're here. Like, I just need to do it like 9 more times to get my rewards, but there's no other point to it. I just find that, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose. You're making it like something like this into a chore, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. Oh, I saw something's happening in the chat. Thank you for deleting him. Actually I didn't even see what he wrote, but well, I need XP tomes, but the ones you get from the event aren't the good ones that will barely get you any. Well, you know, if you need XP tomes, it's fine, but like, it's still like the resin cost is obviously expensive, and it's not so much better than the ley line that already exists, right? So it's not like it's a reward that there's no other ways of getting. It's basically just giving you stuff that you can already get for basically the same price. And like, you know, like just walking around collecting things, like, you know, that's not really a high-end gameplay mechanism, let's just say. One thing that I have to say though is that I know that the game release was like a lot bigger than they ever expected, and it's like the game has blown up like crazy, and they're having a lot of bugs and issues that they are basically fixing, and most of their dev power is fixing issues, not creating new events. So once they fix everything, I'm sure they're gonna introduce a lot of like more fun stuff to the game. I mean, it's been still a pretty smooth release considering how like there's millions of people playing this game now. So if you buy resin, it's 50, right? No, it's 50 the first time, then 100 the second, the third time, 150 the other time, then 200, and then the last one is like 300. No, 250, I think. I think buying 6 refreshes a day is like 800 resin, 800 primal gems. It's not worth it unless you're well. I think that 50 is worth it every day, because you need the materials. Like, you know, I definitely do the 50 every day because I need so many materials from resin anyways that I don't really care. Like, I'll spend the primal gem. Like, primal gems is to open the wish. I don't need more characters. I can't even enhance my characters fully, so the resin is gonna have more value for me in that sense. Game is kind of shit after 30 Scanton to Wall I mean, they're definitely like, it's lacking an element of like competition or additional play value. Like, if you only have to go and do chess runs to level up, it's kind of a little bit like lacking. I agree with that fully. But it's not gonna be hard for them to add the content that would make this game like absolutely amazing, you know, like to play. Like, we just need some co-op, some leaderboards, some ways of like some events, some ways of getting maybe more essential. Like, even if you don't give us more resin, give us ways of farming the essential materials that come with the resin that are so freaking hard to farm these days. Like, I need like 100 books of diligence, and I can only farm like 6 per run, or like not even 6, probably like 4 per runs. It's gonna take me like 4 days of resin just to farm for talents for one character. I'm like, well, that's in 2 weeks. I'm gonna farm talents for characters. That's all I'm gonna do every day. It's kind of like it needs something more. You know, there needs like to be a little bit of an additional value here. What's advertising a new video on his channel? Oh, I see. The wrong way to do that. What's a good constellation for the look? As many as you can have, but the first constellation is probably the most important to get early on. I mean, if you get one constellation, the boost is massive, and then that's, you know, that's fine afterwards. Like, every constellation is good, but the first one, the bonus is like too important. Kind of like, I guess it's like it's really massive. So the cost of resin reset every day. Yeah, you can spend 50 resin every single day to get 60. Well, you can spend 50 Primogem to get 60 resin every single day. You can spend 800 resin. I mean, 800 Primogem to get resin every day too, if you would like that. Yeah, the game lacks, if it's only resin and chess, the game is lacking. I mean, I definitely agree with you that, like, to be honest, like, I have never really run out of things to do every day. Like, there's always been enough for me to do, but I play, like, you know, 3-4 hours a day, not like 8-10 hours a day. But I've never really run out of something to do until basically, like, yesterday or today. Like, there's really not much more available for me. Like, most of the map is explored. I can't really find chests quite easily. Like, it becomes more grindy, but like that's kind of how these games are, and you play every day, and like, you know, this game is made for people who log on and like play 2 hours and then log off. You know, it's a mobile game to kind of like first, I guess, it's like their primary audience is mobile. Like, so in these kind of games, that's how it is. And like PC gamers are like, well, this is like, you know, this 2 hours of gameplay a day is nowhere near enough, and it's definitely true. And I think within like, you know, 2 months from now, this game will be like very polished. There'll be a lot of events. There'll be leaderboards. There'll be like competitiveness. There'll be probably like there'll be so many more characters. There'll be what 3 zone, maybe 4 zone, and that means there'll be what how many more new dungeons that will be available. There'll be probably 2-3 more like world bosses available. Like if all that stuff happens, you know, in 2 months this game is gonna be like, oh, there's so much to do. It's amazing, right? Like, but you know, we're hoping that they do it right. We're hoping that they're doing it. And I don't see why they wouldn't do it, because if you look at their other game, Honkai and stuff, they added all of these things. It took them time, but they added it all. So it's not like they're disagreeing with the fact that these things work. I had to draw 200 times for official. Jeez. Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that. That's crazy. Alex is pretty much finished. Yeah, I don't think Alex has anything left to do either. At the R41, you're just doing chess. There's nothing else to do. But you know, you still have to play every day to get your resin spent and all that kind of stuff, right? Like you play a few hours every day and then you wait for the next content. Like the thing is that, you know, we reach the end of the game very quickly. Like I'm guessing that probably 90% of the player base who plays this game right now is probably not even AR20. Like if you look at like there's maybe what 10 million accounts. I'm guessing numbers here. But let's say there's 10 million accounts that have been created since the 2 weeks this game has been out. I can guarantee you there's less than 1 million of these accounts that are actually like AR30 plus. And all of these accounts are the ones who are on YouTube, on these videos, on these streams, on Reddit, on Discord. All like, you know, these are the people who are active and play games a lot and all that stuff. But like probably 90% of their player base doesn't even know what like YouTube like content creator, like doesn't probably know even one content creator. Probably doesn't even know there's a Discord. Probably doesn't even know how Discord works. Like there's a lot of people out there who play games very casually who have no idea like about these kind of things, and like they're very they have 2 hours a day to play games, an hour a day, or sometimes they commute every morning and every night for 2 hours, and then they play games only during these times. That's the audience they're targeting. Those are the people who play these games in high numbers, right? Like, and then the whales, obviously, like the whales have stuff to do because you can spend so much resin. Like, you can spend 800 Primogem for so much resin. You can, you know, you can unlock so many characters and push the Abyss 12. Like, it's hard to do the Abyss. You need like a lot of items, a lot of time. So you know, everybody's satisfied except the mid-tier player, basically. Okay, let's see. Your girlfriend plus dog just tipped $1. My girlfriend and my dog are watching my stream and they're tipping me, guys. I'm being stalked. Thanks for the tip, though. um, I started playing Summoners Wars in its first month 6 years ago, and we complained about the same thing. Nothing to do with a month or so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing with these kind of games. They release the base stuff, and then they'll improve on it slowly but surely. Like imagine in 6 months from now, or even a year from now. Like this game, a year is still very young for a game like this, especially if it's like a constant progressing game. Imagine having the same game right now, but like with 7 zones, 7 world bosses, like 30 domains, 50 characters. Like, you know, this is gonna be an insane game. Like, it's gonna be massive. And like people who are right now, like all of you guys, the ones who are free to play or not, who are on the stream, who are like playing from this moment on. Oh, jeez. And then, you know, maybe in a year or in 6 months, you'll all have probably every 5-star in the game at least once. You'll probably have all your 4-star at max constellation, and you'll be very strong accounts. You know, like this kind of game rewards people who play like for a long time, basically. And I mean, of course, it's gonna get a bit boring right now at AR40. We're gonna hope that in November they really update this stuff and make it much better, because you know there's gonna be a lull in player base for sure otherwise. But if they do update this stuff and it gets better, well then, you know, everybody's gonna come back and play again. So until then, just do your 1-2 hour a day of content. And there's definitely more. Like, there's definitely like 3-4 hours of content a day to do in this game. Like commissions and daily is gonna take you like about an hour, I guess. Like resin and all that stuff, and then you can, you know, you can do a bit more stuff if you need like materials from the open world stuff. Like you're gonna need chaos core, and you're gonna need like to have masks from these guys. Like you're gonna need to farm these insignias from the pirates or whatever. Like, you know, these items you're still gonna need hundreds of every time you level up a character, right? So it's not like you just can't do anything. I myself am lacking severely of a lot of open world material that costs 0 resin to farm, but I just don't have enough of them. I need to farm dozens of hours worth of these materials still, because I'm completely starved in a lot of these. Let's turn your things. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop doing this event. 3 times is enough for me. Enough of boredom. I will hit AR40 and it will end up with Alex. One day. That's me. I only have a few hours to play, but busy working. Yeah, I mean, most people are like that. She should tip you 100 so you can do a gacha summon. Yeah, you should tip me 100. Don't do it. I actually can do a gacha summon. I have enough to do a little bit, but I'm kind of like at this point. I mean, I want to get my facial and my barbarous constellation. So I want to get this last one here. So I do need to do some pulls, and I want to get this one here because it's insane. This is like the best, like the best constellation in the game, hands down. But I don't want like I don't want double venti. I don't want another venti. So that's another issue. I don't. And you know, one thing I'm looking forward is getting AR40, and then I want to start farming this set. This set on the Venti for my Abyss team is gonna be insane. This is gonna be so good. I will love having this set on my Venti. I need this set. Like and obviously like I can get a few of these pieces to be rolled pretty well. I can also use this 2-piece on my Chi-Chi. And this one is kind of garbage. I don't care. But I mean, obviously, I would like this set. Like, I'm going to try AR40. I'm going to try and farming this set. And then the other set that I need to farm is this one. I need this Noblesse Oblige. This is going to be... I think I might put it on something like... Who could do well with this? I mean, anyone that I use as a support. I could use, like, my Bennett could use this probably and do well with that. Not that the ult does that much damage, but I don't really care. This is the reason you want this, right? Like you gave 20% attack to your entire party. Obviously that's good. So yeah, when I reach AR40, I'm gonna have to farm these artifacts, and obviously you can start farming like the orange version of my gear, which is this one, right? How much is the BP? $10. Yeah, you can get one for $20 too, but I need 100 Whooper Flower Nectars for catching. Takes no reason to farm those. Yeah, I mean the amount of stuff that I have to like look at this. Like, so the look, I need 45 of these. I obviously have them, which is great. Now look at these insane. I need 12 and I have 0. Now I have the green ones. I will be able to create some of those, but like these blue ones drop very rarely. You need to be like AR40 for these to start dropping consistently. So I have to farm a lot of this stuff, right? Obviously a little bit of the world bosses, but that's not too bad. Now I need 45 of these for this guy, but I look at Fischl. She needs the exact same amount. So I have 48. I can do one character. I can't do both. Now I need to farm these arrowheads. I have 1 out of 12. So that's a lot of stuff that I have to farm. Now this lady is not even level 70 yet, but if she was level 70, she would have very similar requirements here. But then instead here she needs the chilies, like the peppers that you find in the world. So I need to farm these peppers. Now I need to ascend her eventually too, right? Look at that, 45 valid grass. That takes a long time to farm. And these these scrolls, I need so many of these scrolls. Like I don't even have enough scrolls right now to upgrade her talents. So look at that, all these talents. Like I have, obviously I don't have the books either right now, but I had the books earlier, and I don't have the scrolls. Like I have no more scrolls. So what do? I need to go farm scrolls. Like, so there's definitely plenty for me to do every day. And like, I mean, look at even this one. Like I could probably get her ult up now, or his ult up with this one. Actually that means I probably can do, what is happening? See, this one I need more. So, but you know, I'm gonna need arrowheads because I don't have a lot of arrowheads. Look, this one is gonna cost 9. This one's gonna cost 9. I have 14, right? This one's gonna cost quite a bit as well. And then this one's gonna cost these slime things. Look at, like, there's so many things you have to farm in this game, and that's only 5 characters. You need 8 in the abyss. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can do every single day in this game. A lot. He used PC. Yeah, someone's asking. I am playing on the PC. Yeah, I have 4 venties and it's depressing. That's insane. The official 6 is beyond nuts. Yeah, that thing is insane. I need that on my 5 show. I'm pulling on Venti Banner to build up Pity and to get 4-star because I don't want any of the 4-star on Clee's banner and I don't want to plan to get her. I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm pulling on the Venti Banner to get Fischl and Barbara, but I don't want another 5-star because I don't want a Venti. I have 1 Venti and that's fine. So this is what it looks like when you reset every week. So now the Abyssal Moon stuff is different. Interesting. Okay, so what does that mean? So basically these reset, so I can get these again. This is another way of getting Primal Gems like every week if you eventually get 212, which we will get to within a few weeks. Oh wow, this is like my thing from last week. So last week I picked these characters 5 times each. And oh look, the strongest single strike was 15,000 by Diluc. Most damage taken was 116,000 by Xiangling. I guess it's only for this floor though, because I did more than that in the other floors. Interesting. And then you have 15 days, 5 hours before it resets. So it's not even 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks and 2 days. I did this one yesterday. It wasn't easy. Oh no, I could do it again, you know, this week, and I could get hopefully all this. But I'm gonna wait at AR40. This becomes a lot easier at AR40. I mean, this one is meant to be done at AR35. This one's meant to be done at AR40. And this one's meant to be done at AR45 plus. Because the mobs, like the level of the mobs, like look, level 88. Like look at that. Level, you know, he doesn't even show these levels here, I guess. Level 90. Like at level at AR50. Wait, no, at AR40 you get level 80. At AR45 you get level 90, I think. And at AR50, I guess maybe you get. Anyways, yeah, I think you skip between AR40, then you have to be AR50 to get level 90. So this is obviously going to take a long time. You need to be very high AR to clear all that stuff. I mean, you can do it before, it's just not easy. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's see what I can do now. I mean, I did get 39, so now I only need. So I need to do what? I need to. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? So I need 8,600 or 8,400 XP, and I have 2 days to do it. I'm gonna get 2,500, no, 2,100 every day is what we said, right? From the commissions and stuff. So it's not that bad. I'm gonna half my level is gonna be done for me, so I just do the other half with chest and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna go through my little route here, kill some mobs. Chilies are quite easy to get. Yeah, chilies are easy to get. The scrolls are not easy to get, and the slime stuff. I need so many slime stuff. Weekalango, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. So much to farm, yet people saying you can only play the game for 30 minutes. I mean, that's really what it is. Like, you know, obviously, if I could farm more resin, like, I would have, like, stronger gear and items and all that stuff. But, like, I'm farming these guys every day. Like, every day I go around in the world and I farm all the mobs. Like, I spend many hours. I stream, like, 3-4 hours a day, and I play without streaming sometimes, too. And I spend all that time farming materials. Like, these mobs drop cores that I need. Like, I farm the little caster guys for the scrolls. I mean, I farm so many things every day, and I'm lacking so many of them by playing so many hours a day. So there's definitely a ton of content to be done in this game. It just feels less satisfying because you stop kind of like leveling up after your AR20. Like, you know, the leveling up becomes very slow, and people are like, "Oh, that's boring." Like, I don't get rewarded for my hours of gameplay anymore, and that's kind of like an oversight on their part. Like, they do need to add some extra kind of like rewarding thing. Like, you know, if you don't have a lot of resin, it's gonna take you like, it's gonna take like 5 days worth of resin to increase like one item or one weapon, whatever. Like, people, you know, get discouraged by that kind of stuff, of course. So they definitely need to do some changes, but you know, there's plenty of hours of gameplay to be spent. AR40, you get 90, yeah, 50, I guess, yeah. So that's a while from now. I guess getting 40 is really important. Then you get all your characters to level 80, and then you have 10 levels before you can get any higher. So at least slimes are easy to farm because they're everywhere. For me, it's really like, if anybody knows a place to farm scrolls, like the ones that drop from like the little shaman guys, like they're so rare. Like, I need so many of them because Chi-Chi needs them for both her talent and her ascension. I don't know where to farm them at all. Because they don't always come with these guys. Sometimes they're not with them. And I don't need the small guys, I just big guys. Mrs. Sleepless, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Don't watch anime. Is this game based off anime? I mean, it's not based off an anime, but it is based off the genre of animes, yeah. Like, there's no like TV show about this game or anything. It's like using the same kind of art style and like usual storyline character kind of stuff. Up there. I don't think I've ever been up there. Like, there's a crystal there, but I don't want to get it now. These guys. Oh, there's a chest there. I need these guys, these little shaman guys. There was one there, and there was one there. That's it. So I need at least 100 of these guys. Those shaman guy, like, if I could find hundreds of them, I would be happy. Where's the other one? Look at like what he's gonna drop to. He's gonna give me like one scroll, two scroll. Okay, that's not too bad at least. They, you know, they drop 1 or 2 and I need like 10 per talent upgrade. It's like, really? Thank you for subscribing, Gish. Is that how I say your name? I thank you for subscribing anyways. It's decent place for slime if you would like me to show you. So I mean, I don't actually really need slimes. I need, obviously I need slime materials, but I'm actually doing okay with slimes, like, because there's like I find enough of them every day. Like, what I need is these guys, the scrolls. Like, I like slimes. Like, when I see them, I kill them because I know I need their material, but I'm not in dire need of their material as much as I am with these stupid guys. I'm gonna have to like create a farm route for myself and like go through like camps. Like, I guess I just found out like there's 3 of them in this area, right? Like, that helps, I guess, in a way. So I should probably even mark them. I should be like there's 1 camp here and there's 1 camp here and there's 1 camp here. I guess I could do it. I mean, I just found 1 camp here, I guess. Scrolls. That's how I'm typing it. And then where were the other ones? I think they were like around here, right? Let's see. Scroll. But this way I can do a farm route of some sort. I just kill everything on site. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, that's for sure. How do I get Ascension Phase 2? You need to get your AR level up. One thing I will say is that it's annoying is that tome of food recipe are locked behind certain daily quests. That is true, that that's not very well thought of. You would also like it if they were 1 level higher. Yeah, I know, right? I need tips for a beginner, aka me. We have a lot of tips for a beginner, but we have a complete beginner's guide on our channel. You can, I mean, I don't think we have a link for that in the chat here, but we have an entire beginner's guide that gives a lot of like tips. And there's a video that I made like 2 days ago that's like all like big mistakes to avoid as a new player and all that stuff. That could be pretty useful for you. I mean, my tip is really just to like enjoy yourself and take your time. And stop, like, don't focus too much on 5-star characters, you know. Find the characters you like playing and just play them. There. I guess I'll just start marking every scroll camp that I see every day, and then eventually I'll have a route. That's another, like, just like, you know, that's a good way of doing things every day. Every day you just go around and like mark stuff that you see, and then eventually you'll like create a lot of information for yourself on the map. Because you'll see, like, you know, I'm like, oh wow, like there's a scroll here, there's a scroll here, like, look, I can spawn here and do this entire route, and if there was more here, you know, like, then you create routes for yourself, and then once you have a route that's really good, then you make a YouTube video about it, and you get views, because people are like, oh, you found a route for this, that's cool. I'm currently AR39. My daily routine is finish all mini-boss every day after commission, then use my resin on materials that I need for Ascension. Weapon level talents. My 4 character setup are already Ascension when I hit AR40, so grinding and farming is the key. Do you have any tips to level up AR? Huh? Well, that's good for you, Andy. That's pretty much the way to do it. You focus on only grinding the stuff that you'll need for Ascension. So that is a good way to do so, for sure. I mean, I'm still doing that. I'm still farming materials for when I get level AR40 to ascend all these characters. I was just farming the talent books today for the Luke, and then I'm gonna farm more fire boss and more electric boss for official and Xiangling. It's like so many boss to farm. There's these 3 bosses here. Am I stuck? And I need a lot of these ones too, as we saw earlier for my Deluxe, so. What is your second team from the Abyss? My second team, I usually remove Xiangling and Fischl from this team, and I add Bennett and Venti instead. And then obviously Fischl and Xiangling become the main DPS of my second team, and then I add Jean and Barbara with them to heal and support, basically. I need to find more of these little caster guys. Where are you guys? Ooh, hello, you guys. I also need you. Where's my slime secretion? What the hell? Secret some slimes. Is that even a word? Secret? How do you, like, a secretion? Is that the action of secreting? How does that work? I hope my girlfriend's not watching because she's gonna give me bad flack for my terrible use of the English language on that. But look, I found. Oh, look at that! And see, when you farm these guys, you get artifacts, and it's not a million artifacts, but you know these artifacts. The only way to get artifacts in this game otherwise is from chest or from spending resin. So if you get free artifacts, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Ari, thank you for subscribing. Oh man, I gotta go back through all the animal killers. I'm 5 short after checking all of the ones. Oh god, I did that actually yesterday. That's what I was doing all day, checking all of them. I did like manage to find them all. I mean, I'm missing one, but I don't need him. Like, there's one extra one, so. But it is a pain in the butt. Well, this zone is actually really good for these scroll guys. I just realized now, like there's so many of them close to each other. Now there's another one here. I guess this is gonna become my farming route for the sealed scrolls. And then look at me, like in a week, I'm gonna release a video on the YouTube, like how to farm scrolls, and I'm gonna like have all these spins on the map, and then I'm gonna share with everybody, and then I'm gonna do the route in the video, and then people are gonna be like, wow, that's a great route that you found, right? If you're too lazy to look for the beginner's guide, thanks for linking that, Perfta. Brandon, I guess, yeah. Thank you. Hey, look, another one of them. Wow. Hey guys, we're finding the scrolls. Hi everyone, I'm AR33. I must stay in that at collect. Yeah, I mean, every day do your daily stuff. You'll level up by just doing your daily stuff. And it's just collect and open every chest you see. And then if you find a puzzle, do it. It's going to give you XP and all that stuff. That's really what there is to do. I mean, to be honest, I'm like, I enjoy just like, you know, streaming and chatting with you guys and just killing some mobs and just whatever. Like, I don't find like I have to level up so fast. Like, I want to be 40 before like the weekend because I want to do my world boss. But like, I'm sure I'll be able to achieve it by playing like just here and there, which is what I'm doing, and farming my stuff and all that. You know, it's not a rush. I'm just happy that every day I'm getting more and more materials towards what I need. You know, Whiskey Gaming, thank you for subscribing as well. How long have you been playing this game? I played in the closed beta tree, so I played in March, I think, of this year. But then since then, I only play since the release. Otherwise, which is I played the day of the release, so like I was already waiting for the game when it released. So many bosses to farm. Yes, less resin. Yeah, well, there's plenty of non-resin bosses to farm too. Let's see. Can I find any more of these guys, you think? There's maybe one there. Hey, they are ready to ascend to phase 5 worth the long hours of farming. Well, that's really good because mine are not ready, as you can see. I mean, these I have. Like, I have so many green ones that I know I can create this, so I'm fine. But like, I need what, like 43 more? No, 42 more of this because this requires the same. Diluc requires it as well. So I need to go farm these damn grass, whatever, which I know where they are, but they are not easy to find because there's not a million a day. And then I need to farm the electric boss at least 4 times, like 3-4 times, because as you can see, I don't have anything. I probably have a few of those that I can craft, but. And then this one has, again, need to farm a bit of the fire boss. And then obviously this character is going to have the same requirements, so I'm going to need to farm a lot of the fire boss. And then my Chi-Chi is going to need a lot of the cryo boss and a lot of violet grass. So it's like there's a lot of stuff for me to do. Leveling up too fast means that like you end up... The one thing that also hurt me is that I know I already have my full set of Crimson Witch, which is like all rolled with attack and stuff, which is a good set. But for me, it was important to get that set early because for the content creation aspect. But I did spend quite a fair amount of resin into doing that. So, and one thing that people don't realize you have to farm a lot is this talent stuff. Like, look at these not this character, but look at all these talents that I still haven't leveled. Like, you need so many materials and so many books here, and these books, like, the books is actually the most boring part of the game for me. The resin system, like, you need to farm like the same dungeon like 4 times just to increase 1 talent point on your character. It's like that's a lot of commitment for 1 talent point. Like, it's a lot of resin cost for that too. I just wish it was like I just wish they dropped more books, I guess, in the domains. I would be like. I'm using the boss handbook navigation. Yeah, if you just come here and you just go in through these bosses to navigate, it's really good. Also, don't forget that you can do this. You can switch between Moonstad and Liu here, which is something a lot of people don't know. And it's going to be a very good way of you finding content to do. Okay, well, I guess there wasn't any caster guy here, was there? Look at all these crystals. If you're looking for crystal, by the way, the Storm Terror Lair has like all the crystal you need. You guys want me to show you like the spot that has like the most crystal in the game? And look at all these slimes too here. And here's my condensate. Secretions. That's what I was talking about earlier. What are the little stars on the map? If you mean these stars here, like here, these stars, they're all they're geocolors that I have already gathered, basically, which is obviously not very useful to look at because there's like more geocolors than what I have actually marked down, so I'm gonna have to go through them again and again. Oh, look at that guy. Why are you hiding up here? Don't hide. Let's go. You skipping all those crystal hurt? I mean, I know, but I don't need crystals. I mean, I know it's good. And I do gather them a lot, like all the time. But right now, I'm specifically trying to look for something else. And if I wait to go mine every crystal, it's going to be kind of boring for you guys. And I kind of like won't get where I want to go in terms of farming the materials that I need. I don't usually skip a lot of stuff, though. It's very rare that I skip anything. But I mean, like, look at how many crystals I have. Like, I have 292, like 100 of those. I can craft 2 pole arms, but I don't need to. So, I mean, actually, I would craft 2 pole arms if I could, but I don't have the materials or the gold. I mean, I have the materials. I don't have the gold cost for increasing their level up. Okay, well, I think I've found a pretty good amount of like scroll guys around here, right? Oh, there's a challenge up here. It's weapon levels just waiting to be picked up. I mean, I'm not missing weapon levels either, though. I'm missing Mora. Like, I have enough materials to level up many weapons. I don't have the Mora to pay for it. That's my issue. Like, I have plenty of crystals to level up weapons. I mean, you know, I don't have like a million crystal, but like, you know, all my weapons are level 70. Like, this one's 70, this one's 70, this one's 70, this one's 70. This one is not, but like, even if I wanted to enhance them, like, look at all the. I mean, it's not like I have a million of them now. I obviously just increased the weapon 70 like 10 minutes ago, but this is enough to get like any weapon to level 70 again, and then you know, I have 4 of them that I do already, so I'm doing pretty okay on those. But I should definitely gather all these crystals. You're correct. But I have a spot that has like, if you want crystals every day, like I can show you the spot that has the crystals that you want, like the best spot in the world. I mean, it's only every few days, but when it is up, it's great. Hey, what did I get an achievement for? What was that achievement? What was that achievement? Oh. 15 of these challenges. Okay, I'm missing. I still haven't found like 88 chests in Moonstad. There's 88 of these that give something between 10 and like 30 AR that I have not found ever once. Not even like respawns, just finding them. So there's 88 spots that have chests that I have never seen before. And I'm AR 39. So can you imagine how much content there is to find in this game? Totally agree with the talent progression. Yeah, I do hope they increase the drop rate or just give more resin. I don't care farming them. I just want more of them easily. Crystal web experience and there's a daily crafting limit. Yeah, no, I know, yeah. I haven't actually... I have never once used a crystal to create materials yet so far. And I've never run out of materials. But I'm sure I should. And I'm sure I will. Look, talking of chests that I missed, there's one. Are free-to-play players still conducive? Conducive? I mean, free-to-play players can do everything in this game. There's no need to pay to play this game and enjoy it. You can do all the content as a free-to-play. There's nothing that you can't do. You just, you know, as a free-to-play, you'll have less choice of characters that you get to play. Like, it's going to be more determined by luck. And it's going to be more, like, longer, I guess, to increase them to superpower. But it's not a game that, like, punishes you for taking longer, so... Oh, that's good. I found 3 chests there. Oh, look, there's another chest here. You could sell some artifact if you need more real bad. Yeah, I have been selling artifacts, actually. I mean, like I said, mostly I don't have anything, like I don't have weapons that I can upgrade really right now, so I don't really need them, but... I actually need artifacts more than I need aura right now because I don't have any artifacts to enhance my other artifacts with. I mean, I have purple ones, but I wish you could lock them so that you didn't have to, like, when you're upgrading your artifacts, like, I wish you could just lock them. I mean, they're adding that eventually. But... Okay, well, I think I've gone through most of this zone. Let's see, maybe this last camp over there. Have you gotten the Lux chest at the waterfall near the Amorculus boss? Actually, I have not gotten that one. I actually have it marked though. Probably do that, right? Okay, this is a camp that I did earlier, right? Oh yeah, this is the camp that I said I would mark. There was one over there, but there was also one here. Rose. Perfect. Okay, well that's good. So I was telling you guys about the best crystal spot in the game. I mean, there's a crystal spot here, I think. I don't remember. There's one here that's really good around here. There's like 1,000,000 crystal. But the one that I find the best is here. Working on my second party, cannot move floor 7. Yeah, it gets really hard when you need 2 parties. Okay, let's go check it out. I mean, let's make sure there's nothing that I haven't picked up around here that has respawned. Oh, look, there's a chest over there, guys. I'll have to go there after I show you guys the best spot. What is this other tag that I have here? What do I have? What is this one? Why did I put a pin and I didn't say anything? Maybe it was a mistake. Okay, look at this one here. Look at all this crystal. Look at that. Look at all this crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crystal nodes. And you also get jade, right? Or like whatever geoc thing, whatever that is. Noctilus jade? No, that's not Noctilus. That's for lapis. So you look at it. Let's see how many crystals I get from this spot. There's also a geo slasher if you need the material that he drops. So isn't this a good spot for crystal? You just come here every few days, and that's easy crystals. I come here every few days just because I know crystals are good. So hi there. Thanks for updating the Xiangling guide. Yeah, well, no problem actually. Like Xeno had a level 80 Xiangling, so we figured out we'll make a better guide for it, right? I should probably update the comment in the chat. So, oh, actually, look at that. There's one more crystal that I didn't even see down here. That's what, nine nodes here? And that's a lot of crystals. Again, some of them give 2. Look at that. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy the new Xiangling guide because it's very level 80 Xiangling with all the gear and stuff. It's pretty impressive actually. Get some chilies for free. There you go. Talking about Xiangling. So if you're looking for that spot, guys, it's down here. Are you still using prototype animals for the look? Yes, I am still using that. And always has been. And I've been clearing the abyss very, very successfully using that, so. Anything else here? No. Also, if you remember when you go these quests where you feed, you gather all these different recipes around here and you make like food and then you bring it to the table here. Once you've done that quest once, you can do it a second time. The second time is instead like you bring her food again and then you go in her dungeon again and you do something different. Like you get less rewards, but you still get rewards. Yeah, I should mark this one, and this one should be balloons. Yeah, calling it balloon. Because these balloon respawn and they give chests, so it's good to mark them because they always respawn the same. It's like they don't randomly respawn. These ones have a set location. Zoraz, did you know luxurious chests respawn? Yeah, I did know, but I don't know the timer. I don't know, like, I've rarely seen any of the chests that I've done respawn, and I've been told it's like kind of random, like they respawn at random locations all the time, which is kind of like annoying because you can't really mark them and be like, oh, there's a little chest every week here, whatever. It's not how it works. It's kind of like randomized, which is annoying. Basically, every chest in this game respawns, so I mean, almost every chest in this game respawns. Oh, whatever. I don't need your item that bad. It's a white item anyway. Thank you for subscribing, Sidan Swain. Thank you. Look at all this violet grass that I need. I need it all for Chi-Chi too. Okay. I'm gonna write all over my notes tomorrow. Are you still using a prototype animals for the look? Yes, I am. Wait, they also respawn. Yeah, every chest in this game respawns eventually, but like from what I can gather, the luxurious chests respawn like after many, many days. And it's random, so what are you doing for AR? I'm stuck at 30. I mean, I'm at 39 and I'm not stuck yet, so I don't know how you can be stuck at 30. You just go in the world, explore everything, kill everything, open every chest, and find every puzzle so that you can get tons of XP from the puzzle quests. Am I gonna reach it, guys? Am I gonna reach it? Am I gonna die? Oh, look at that. There's something down there. I'm not gonna reach it, am I? Oh, I reached it. Oh, I didn't die at least. Okay, that'll be it for the climbing of the day. Oh, I lied. Oh, now that will be that. What is this? You must farm these Jokeless. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it off stream. I'm not gonna like look for Jokeless on stream because this I have to open the map and all that stuff. It's gonna take a while. I will eventually do my Jokeless though, I swear. Now where was the guy that I just saw that I lost? Where was it? There was something that I didn't do that was here. Is it up there? Maybe. I find Kiki way more kawaii than Klee. Klee is just your average loli. I'm not gonna lie and say that half of the words you just said don't have much meaning to me because I'm not a big anime. I don't know a lot of the terms, but I also would say that I prefer Kiki or Chi-Chi to Klee. Wish there is more data soon so we can plan our chess farming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's like. I don't know why there isn't so much data on that yet. I mean, there's a lot of people making chess farm routes, but like, it really seems like it's completely randomized. Oh, well, that was all of that for a wind tunnel. Need a wind tunnel. Oh, I guess there's a chest here. But yeah, it's really randomized. It seems like the chess. I don't know how it works, and I wish we knew more because, like as you said, there's not much else to do than chess farming when you're high AR. So I do wish there was more data, or people came up with like routes that respawn all the time. I guess common chess kind of respawn like at the same spot all the time, so you can like farm common chess routes. Like there's a few routes on Reddit that you can find. They're not too bad. 3-4 weeks for luxurious chess? Yeah, it seems like it's very long. And like another one of those. Rust with no refinement or slingshot with max refinement. I don't actually know what slingshot is. People keep saying that. I don't know what I've never had the slingshot, so I don't know what it is. But whichever one has attack on it, I'll be the best. Space anyways. Hey look, there's a puzzle here. Hey, look at that. A precious chest. I don't think these things respawn though, like these little quest puzzle things. These bosses are so easy. Hey, I just found out about World Quest. Yeah, so now you have a lot more stuff to do. I mean, if you look at the interactive map, you can actually find a lot of the World Quest information and data to find them easier, I guess. Look at this, Chris. Wait, didn't someone say there was like a puzzle here with these guys? What is the puzzle anyways? Like, what are you supposed to do with these guys?
よいしょ
Hey, I found oh yeah. It's really what? I guess you have to be like Geo, I guess, and do some Geo stuff with them. I'm way too lazy to do Geo stuff. Hey, more crystal. A lot of iron here, that's for sure. I have done those already, so this is fast. Okay. Actually, for me to get a chest. Oh my god. Chest up here. Get it. You can say something like that to Alex, the other guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting more familiar with the waifus and the husbandos and all these terms. I just it's not vocabulary that I'm very used to. Because I haven't really watched a lot of animes and stuff in my life. Not that I dislike them or anything. I'm not a big watcher of that stuff. I guess I'll mark this spot. Eventually, I'll mark them all because I'll need them all. But also good the Valberry. Okay. These Rune Guard and Rune Hunter are not doing their job properly. They're definitely not preventing me from killing them. That's for damn sure. The Rune Guards are harder than the Rune. Like, the ones that fly are so weak. They used to be so much stronger in the beta. So much stronger. Nice. That was a good landing, right? Really? My items are falling? That was 10 Primal Gem. I'll take it. A purple item. That's good. Okay, actually, let's see. How do you get so much heroes with? I don't know. I didn't do anything special. I just kill everything and do everything. I watched a ton of anime, but I don't care for the term waifu, so never use it. Yeah, I'm still unfamiliar with like waifu. I guess it's like the character that you find the most like attractive or whatever, or like cutest, or I'm not too sure. obtain. Stupid that there was no use for the iron other than doing this though. Like I would, why just even put in the game? Like these are so useless. I guess I'll do this thing. Since I obviously don't need the crystal right now. Because I don't need bows. I don't need these. I could craft a crescent pike for my Xiangling, but I won't be able to upgrade it for a while. And I obviously have enough materials to craft quite a few of these, which is what I need. But I just need this stupid thing to ever drop by any of the bosses in the game. Waifu isn't the correct term for wife, it's Tsuma. You can float on water as well. What sword are you using on Diluc? I'm using the prototype Animus. I can do one more time for 100. Let's do a little bit of that. I've been 3 hour stream. I'm gonna have to end pretty soon because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and there's some nice dinner that has been ready for a while. So I guess the best thing I can really do is just keep doing these. But I can probably do a boss too, because I need so many of these materials for the bosses. So let me do the fire boss with 2 fire characters in my part. What are your thoughts on chests randomly giving less Primogem? Common chests giving 0 as opposed to 2. Well, yeah, so the chests that respawn, they give like half of the Primogem that they used to give, except common chests just don't give any, which I find a little bit stupid. Like they should like still be rewarding. Like the chest should still be like there's no ways of like farming Primogem right now, which is kind of like a shame. I really hope that like miHoYo like gets out with a patch that kind of like fixes a lot of these issues, because there is a lot of like really small dumb little like oversights of gameplay, and like there is just no satisfying way for players to kind of like do some of this stuff. And I do hope they fix it. I do hope they like add a bit of like extra resin and like a little bit of like Primogem from chess, or like an event that you can repeat every week, or like something that you can do for Primogem other than just a commission. Like there just needs to be a little bit more content to be added, like of daily stuff to do that rewards you and all that kind of stuff. And if they do that, then it'll be golden, because this game is very good and we all enjoy playing it, obviously. Stop hitting my face. If I had Barbara here, this would be a lot easier. But once it's down, you can just kill it, then it's easy. Like that. This boss takes quite a bit of damage from Electro, so there we go. Oh, I got a gladiator thing. Is it the gladiator? What did I get? Yeah, gladiator intoxication. Nice. Let's check what it looks like. Wait, GSB subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, JSB. Can you give advice lineup kitching? So if you want, just type !kitching in the chat. Then there's a guide for kitching, so hopefully you can check that out and talk about more lineups and strategy and team comms and all that. So that can be more information that is more useful for you there. Because I don't have kitching, so I can't really give you lineups because I obviously don't use her. I mean, I know if you want a water character and you want a what do you want? Fire character. Not like you don't need to have them, but water and fire are the elements that like work the best with helping kitching with her electricity. It works really well together. So those are like recommendations. And then you'd like a healer or a support of some kind, which can be anything. I'm surprised that boss isn't resistant to power. Yeah, once you break any boss in this game that has a shield, once you break the shield, they're not resistant to anything anymore. The slimes are the only ones that like really really are annoying. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to do my. I guess I don't really have to do my ley lines because I don't really need this. I'm almost at the end of the BP already. Like I'm almost I'm at level 43 already. Oh, look at this Mora. If you buy anything in this game, like the battle pass should be it. Like look at the amount of Mora and XP books and stuff that you get. It's insane. You even get these materials. So this is like resin. Like this is the books of resistance and whatever, which I need badly, and it gives you I think 5 or 10 of them, whatever. This is worth like something. This is probably worth like more than 100 resin, which is probably worth more than like 200-300 primal gems. Like, and Weird Gamer, did I say thank you? But you just subscribed, so thank you. Going to now to eat breakfast. Enjoy your dinner too. Hey, have a nice breakfast, and thank you for coming in and telling us about our Xiangling guide. Actually, after you told me about the Xiangling outdated weapon in the guide yesterday, I was like, yeah, that's true. We really need to make a new Xiangling guide, and we both, like me and Zeno, both have her at level like 70, 80. So like, why not? So thank you for your recommendation. Oh, I'm dead. The problem in this level is like you take so much damage like just for being around these mobs. Like there's just so much damage going on. And it's like it's hard or anything. It's just like I don't want to wait. I just want them to die so that I can get my reward. Like so I'm being like more aggressive than I could be. Oh yeah, I like when she yells stuff. Every time I feel she says like Korea. Doesn't say it when she's not fighting mobs. Yeah, there she said it. I'm sure she doesn't say Korea, but it sounds like it to me. I fell asleep watching this stream. Missed a lot. I mean, you didn't miss a lot, but you missed my beautiful voice and being talking to you about how to farm AR and stuff, right? Okay, well, that was all my resin for the day. Barbara, Xiangling, Chongyun, good lineup for kitchen. Yeah, definitely. Fire, water, ice, electricity. You have everything in there. You need to get Chongyun. Yeah, Chongyun is really good. Actually, I think Chongyun is probably one of the best characters to bring because he has a Claymore, so Kitching doesn't have a Claymore, obviously, so that's good to bring a Claymore character with Kitching. And then on top of it all, he has ice, and he can put a ice thing on the floor that will make it so that your other character's attack will be iced. And then when that happens, you will basically be able to like mix ice and electricity like constantly together and create like really big burst of damage. Now I'm not sure where to go anymore to like find more chests. I mean, the only thing you can really do is like go through this and find everything you need to find here. Yeah, also I mean, I can't do this without AR40, but I could do this one because getting my Geoculus will actually give me this. Like this is 100, but then it will also give me 500 XP for the doing it. So getting my Geoculus is probably going to be one of the probably tomorrow I should farm some Geoculus and get them so that I can finish it up. I don't know how many I'm missing actually. I have to go check that. I got one of those earlier. Oh, look at that. I got one Gladiator Intoxication with attack, and energy recharge. Now that's a beautiful item. And I only have one more of these items. And it has HP and shit. This is a much... Actually not bad either. Electro damage, energy recharge, crit rate. Wow, that's beautiful. So some beautiful items that I can't level up at all. Can be better than this one. I mean, this one's not bad either. Definitely not bad. But this one's great. Like, this one's going to be very great. I'm going to have to fix the items on a lot of my characters when I can find... Like, that's another thing. I can't upgrade artifacts. I don't have other artifacts to put into them. And I can't lock the purple ones, so I can't easily destroy purple ones. And I'm too lazy to do it all one by one. Okay, one I want to check. Before I end this stream, So if anybody has any question, I'll just focus in the last 5-10 minutes just answering questions. Afterwards, I'll have to go and get my dinner and all that. So if anybody has any question, please let me know. And for those who are familiar or unfamiliar with us, make sure to check the channel if you haven't seen. I released a new Diluc video where I talk about late game Diluc, the builds and items. So if you're playing Diluc and you want to know how to play him in the late game, just check out one of the latest videos on the channel. And we also have a level 80 Xiangling DPS carry support everything video that we released earlier today, which goes into very much detail on how to make Xiangling a god in everything you do. So hopefully you guys can check that out. We have tons of guides as well, but I'm sure most of you know this already. And if you have any questions, let me know right now. I'm happy to answer them while I finish up. Oh, look, I have 25 of them. Let's see. That's going to be some XP. Okay, we know it. Next. Now, I'm missing 15 of them to get the last one. So 15 is not that bad. And this is 400 more XP. So 15, it's doable, right? I can do 15. Oh, I got this one now. There we go. 1 more 100 XP. And there's even a chest here that I didn't see before. There's 2 chests here. Oh. Bring in the DPS too. Is it okay 2 DPS in a party? Yeah, definitely. Like, one of your DPS is going to be out in the field more often, creating more damage. But the other DPS, basically, you go in every once in a while and you switch. Like, I do this with Faisal and Xiangling in this party, right? Like, I use mostly my Diluc, right? Let's be honest. Like, Diluc is my main damage. But every time their abilities are up by Xiangling and my Fischl, whatever, they get to see some action. And basically they go and like I do E and Q and like whatever I do, like, you know, I do their abilities and then I do some damage with them and then I switch back to my Diluc. But because they're very strong in their DPS, like when they switch them, they do a lot of damage. Like they create a lot of burst damage for my team, right? So it's actually really good to have 2 DPS and like 2 support in the team. I hate swimming in this game. There's even things over there that I haven't done. Come here, Orstel. What would you go for? Razor or Chongyun with Fischl, Xiaoling, Barbara? I mean, if you go Razor, you're gonna have double Electro, which is gonna give you a good buff to generate more particles. But if you go Chongyun, you're gonna have a lot of elements that work well together. So there's really... Chongyun is better late game than early game, and Razor is better... I mean, Razor is good all the time. So early game, like if you're if your characters are not level 70 yet, Razor is probably a bit better. But Chongyun is very good too. It's very underestimated. But you know, if you put Razor in your party, just think that you're not going to be using like Fischl or Xiangling like much at all, because Razor requires to be on the field all the time to be like very strong. Because it's passive, the way it works, like he needs to be like on the field like more than any other characters. Chongyun is not the same, but if you play with Chongyun, you would be like alternating between Chongyun, Xiangling, and Fischl like all the time. If you played with Razor, you'd go on every character, cast their abilities, and then be on Razor for like the next 50 seconds. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just it's a different gameplay style basically. Hey, there's a Geoculus over there. I just saw on my map. What are you going to eat? I'm going to eat a chili actually that we made today. Oh, there's a treasure hoarder quest here. Like this. Okay, let's do this, and do this. Stop shooting! Oh! I like to be shot at. Excuse me. I like to be shot at. I said that. Okay, let's do it. I'm eating ramen. Nice. Budget weapon for Diluc. Prototype Animus. You can craft it. It's the most budget you can get, but it's also one of the best weapons you can get. So, it's a win-win. do I get up there now? I mean, I know how I can get up there because I have Venti. How you're supposed to get on there if you don't have Venti? Now that's the question. Guess this is... When in doubt, just Venti. Okay, well, guys, thank you for coming tonight. Let me know if you have any last questions. We'll probably have... might not have a stream tomorrow, it's Saturday, because Saturdays are very dead usually and very not busy, but Xeno's gonna stream in the morning probably for sure anyways. And we're gonna have a lot more streams coming up next week. Anybody has any little last question, let me know. I'm just gonna go and get this blue guy over there because I see him. Debate club changes color? I don't think so, no. I mean, look at that. I've made like a part of my level today, like pretty easily. And that was not from the commissions or anything. Like I had already used that to level up to 39. I'm not doing too badly. Wait, there was I need to put this scrolls. What is this one? Like, why do I have pin here? There's a chest there. Why do I have a pin here? There's literally nothing here that is interesting. Just delete that pin. I have to write something. When you put a pin down, write something. Don't be like me. He noticed me, I'm eating ramen. Do world quests reset? Some of them do, I think. Some of them are like just little like optional daily quests or whatever, but not all of them, I don't think. Weapons get minor touch up when they reach Ascension level 2. I guess that makes sense. Would Chi-Chi or Jean fit better with Chongyun official Xiangling team? Ooh, Chi-Chi. What does 2 ice character do together? I mean, if you like the 2 ice character bonus, then Chi-Chi is great, but Jean would fit very well with that team because Jean adds Anemo, a lot of healing. Yeah, I think Jean would be probably better. Like, I mean, it just depends on the 2 ice thing. Like, if you like having 2 ice character and there's a bonus for that, like, then sure, go for that. Stupid birds are annoying. Best way to farm Mora. There's not a specific way to farm Mora. I would say Sigil is probably the best way. But if you type !Mora in the chat, I made a guide on like the best like things that give Mora in this game. So it's like it's not like you do this and you're gonna get millions of Mora every day. It's just like a guide on how to farm Mora, basically what gives Mora in this game explained. So check out that guide. Hopefully that can help you out. Look at all these chests here. So leave me alone, these stupid mobs. What is your PC specification? I couldn't really tell you that because I don't really know it by heart. I just know it's very it's a gaming PC that's pretty good. A church, Lord, thank you for the $1 donation. Thank you very much. Thanks for your continuous support all the time. You're very nice. Thank you, great stream as always. Catch on Monday. Yeah, I mean I might stream on Sunday, but I'll definitely stream next week again, and we'll definitely see you guys soon. Thank you everybody for being here. What weapon you use on Xiangling? Let me just show you that quickly. I use a pretty good weapon. I use the same weapon that Alex shows in his video. On our Xiangling video, I use the same weapon. The Skyward Spine. Is it possible to apply swirl to overload, super conduct, whatever? Swirl doesn't like you can have overload and swirl happen at the same time. So if you mix fire and electricity and swirl, you'll have like electricity and fire do overload, and then you'll have swirl of fire and a swirl of electricity on top of it, if that makes sense. But it doesn't swirl the overload. It swirls like electricity damage swirls and the fire damage swirls basically. Two Eyes gives you 12% crit when cryo is applied. That doesn't sound bad at all actually. Two Eyes could be good because Chi-Chi, like the one who asked about that, you could use Chi-Chi and have 12% crit as well. Best way to farm Mara is to sell green and white artifact. I mean, that's definitely one other way that's very good, but there's a lot of like free ways as well in the game that, you know, I mean, even just coming here and pressing F1 and like killing all these bosses all give like a good chunk of Mora, like, and you can do them every day and stuff, obviously, like. But yeah, you can sell white artifacts too. It's obviously also a great source of income. Not the only one though, but like you can click the delete button here and then you can select all your little items. Because they basically give almost no experience, these items. Like they're kind of like useless to level up because it barely gives anything. The blue ones are good though, don't do the blue ones. But see, if I delete all of this, I'm getting like almost 20,000 more. Like it's definitely worth it. But at the same time, like I don't like doing this all the time because like I have so many artifacts here that I haven't leveled up at all. But I mean, I have a lot of purple ones that could also help level them up. I just need to eventually clean up my book. And interesting, didn't know that. Well, I'm glad you learned something today on the stream. If you see this message, your stream is kind of delayed. It's not on time. That's the thing for every stream, sadly. Where there's always a delay of a few seconds, like 15, 30 seconds. And there's nothing to do. There's no way around it, basically. Like when I stream and I read the chat, I always see stuff that you guys wrote like about 10, 15, 30 seconds ago. And sometimes like I'm not paying attention and I only look after a few seconds and then like I see stuff that you guys wrote like a minute ago, you know. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here again tonight. I'm gonna probably end the stream now momentarily because I'm done catching up on the questions. And yeah, on that casual, if you guys want to follow us, if you don't follow us already, we upload videos every single day for Genshin Impact. And we have one stream every single day, sometimes two streams, sometimes even 3 streams. So there's 2 of us who create the content and stream and all that stuff. So, you know, if you guys are interested, make sure to come around. And for all the ones who are very regular here, obviously, well, thank you for coming as always. So many of you guys come here every day, and it's really, really appreciated, really great. And we're going to keep pumping out the content for you guys. And then otherwise, if the ones who are here who are not on our Discord yet, feel free to check the Discord in the description and join the Discord if you want to come chat with us. We chat about like the game and strategy, and there's people who chat about animes and, you know, just general chatting about the game. We have a community of like 400 something now, so that's pretty good. And yeah, other than that, guys, enjoy your day or your evening or your night, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing. And thank you again for coming. And we'll see you soon. Hopefully, I'll see you on Sunday or on Monday. And Sunny Rock, thank you for subscribing. Love from India. Well, I love from Canada. Thank you very much. You're really nice, man. Thank you. See you next time. Well, thank you, Canadian guy. As a Canadian guy, I think you also a nice guy. So thank you. Thank you, guys. See you